Start tonight 21-19, third in the division, 5.5 back of Phoenix. The Clippers won here this afternoon, so a game and a half behind. Kobe reverse layup to score. So at the other end, Kobe answers right back.
You know, when he gets around the basket, he's so creative. That's just nothing for him. That's a routine layup for Kobe Bryant.
Lakers ball inbounds. They're down 8-5. We're just getting going. Joe McDonald here in for Joel. 2 minutes alongside him. Kobe, another tough shot, and he's got 4. Some of the rookies, of course, at this point hitting the wall halfway through the season as Kobe knocks it down unguarded from the outside. Well, Kobe Bryant has got 6.
There's that zone again, but it's really a very weak zone.
Here's Kobe. Oh, sweet move. Uses glass and scores.
See that defense there? I mean, see how easily Kobe did what he wanted to do there?
Kobe easily knifes through and scores. He's got 10 already. Kobe with 2, with 1. Draws the foul. Oh, he got bailed out there. Silly play by the Raptors. He's 12 in the league with rebound.
It's the Toronto Raptors versus the LA Lakers. LA wins the tip. Gasol firing. He misses. Vincenity with the pull down. Now bring home the bacon. Now he's probably going to say he was trying to shoot that one. Finds a man open. Fly swatted. That's a pretty move. Houston, we have liftoff. Here's Black Mamba. Booyah! Loses the dribble. Gasol leaping. Too late on the block.
Support for the show, FYF Sports, is brought to you by Manscaped, who's the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. Join the movement for all of your below-the-waist grooming needs. Get 20% off and free shipping with coupon code FYFCREW at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use the code FYFCREW.
All I hear is yap, 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 yap. Ain't talking about nothing, right? Watch this. We gon' bring that pressure.
Just a little FYI, FYF, 20K sub 6 months, what's next? They been hating at first, now they calling us the best. Hit up YouTube, tell them cut the check. Just a FYI, FYF, 20K sub 6 months, what's next? Woo, fuck your feelings, we all know who the real is. I be getting to it, ain't wasting no time. Walking straight in, we ain't waiting in line. Fuck your feelings, you don't care about mine. You a YouTube gangster, don't be yelling out slime. Or you talking LB, talking Ticket TV. Ain't nobody watching them, all the viewers be sleep. 5 years in, all your subs is your friends. Take a TV, watch your cars again. Just a little FYI, FYF, 20K sub 6 months, what's next? They been hating at first, now they calling us the best. Hit up YouTube, tell them cut the check. Just a FYI, FYF, 20K sub 6 months, what's next? Woo, fuck your feelings, we all know who the really all know. Shop don't close, working 24, trying to make the channel grow. Look at them, pointing fingers, hating on the low. You can't.
We had to get right to it, man. We had to get to it, y'all. Y'all seen the title of the video. I've been seeing too many people with their goggles on. And with them goggles on, you don't see what's really going on. People got flawed vision. I told y'all next week I'm coming out with my series, Shock Jocks. There's too many shock jocks in the media right now, perpetuating it. I mean, they're messing up the minds of the young, man. A lot of the young people ain't going for it, but they just putting a lot of toxic news out there, a lot of fake news out there, just misrepresenting the greats of the past. What I'm gonna do today is, again, that's why I took yesterday off, man. I needed to say, you know what, I'm gonna show y'all what a real top 50 list is. And so I'm gonna give y'all my top 50 players of all time. But my focus today is really gonna be on the top 10. So I'm gonna go through the top 50 that I have quickly. I'm gonna go through my top 50 very quickly. But when I get to 10 on down to number 1 and 2, I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna really break down my top 10 to you guys. All right. And we're gonna talk about it because, again, we got to get this list accurate because there's too many people out here just disrespecting history, just putting people all in the top 10 that don't belong there. And you know, we got to have some realism in there. Oh, yeah, where's LVZ at? He's in the Hall of Fame. He definitely gets a wrench. Let me go ahead and take care of that right now. Because if you're in the Hall of Fame, you get a wrench. Hold on, there's LVZ right there. He definitely deserves that wrench. All right, I got you, LVZ. I mean, we only got 3 moderators. We got Taj puts in work 24/7. We got Elder and LVZ. All right. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my list real quick. I'm gonna pull up my list. And we're gonna start at my 50. Now, again, just like I said, I'm gonna blow through most of them. I'm going to blow through the first 40 because I really only want to focus on the top 10 because that's where most of the deception comes in. When you talk about these top lists, when you talk about ballpark eaters, and LVZ will tell you this right here, the ballpark eaters will really try. They will desperately try to infiltrate the top 10 and really poison people's minds. All right. And one of the biggest misconceptions ever with this top 10 list is that Kobe Bryant is in the top 10. And a lot of people don't like to do it. A lot of people don't like to say it. Kobe Bryant is not in the top 10. On any realistic list, when you really sit down and analyze the game of basketball, Kobe Bryant is not in your top 10. Now, people got so emotionally connected and tied into this when he passed that they said, oh, because we disrespected the man's game so much when he was playing, we're going to throw him into the top 10. Hopefully that makes up for all the disrespect that we gave him during his career. See, if you didn't disrespect him during his career, you don't have to worry about forcing him into your top 10 because you already respected his game. And you understood that you understood he was great. He's just not top 10 all time. No, Kobe's not in my top 10, y'all. So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to blow through the top 10. And once I get to my top 10, before I even bring in my top 10, I'm going to drop the link. Matter of fact, I'm going to drop the link for LVZ right now because he's a Hall of Famer, man. We got to get him in there. And I really want him. I want to get his thoughts on my very quick top 40. Hey, y'all can say I'm crazy. Y'all can say Kobe. Y'all want to act like Kobe's top 10. All right, hold on. Let me run through again. I'm gonna run through just the first 40 real fast. All right, and I analyzed this list. I looked at the past. All right, and one thing I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna be biased on my list and be like, oh, such and such was in a weak era. No, I tried to keep it strictly basketball. All right. And at my number 50 spot, number 50. All right, when I get to my top 10, I'm going to bring LVZ in. And if Elder jumps in, I'm going to bring him in as well. At number 50, I got Bob McAdoo. All right. Everybody knows what Bob McAdoo did. Number 49. A lot of you guys don't know this guy. I did my research on him. Remember, it's research purposes only. Number 49. I got Paul Arizin. I'm sorry. A lot of people don't know him. If you don't know him, go do your homework on him. He's a great. Got Dolph Skaggs at 48. 47, I got Paul Pierce. I had to get Paul Pierce in the top 50. All right. 46, George Gervin, one of the greats of our time. 45, Dave Cowan. All right. And if you guys don't know these names, you need to go do your research on these names because I did a lot of research on this. All right. 44, I got Gary Payton. 43, Dominique Wilkins. 42, Rick Barry. 41, very controversial 41. This is going to be a very controversial 41. I got Russell Westbrook. Number 40, I got Allen Iverson at 40. 39, I got Clyde the Glide Drexler. 38, Chris Paul. 37, George Mikan. If you don't know who George Mikan is, go do your homework. All right. 36, Willis Reed. And for the clown that says Steve Nash must be on this list, yes, he is. Hold on, that was Hitman X. Yes, he's 35 on my list. Walt Frazier, 34. A lot of you guys might not know Elvin Hayes. Elvin Hayes is at 33. Number 32 on my list, Steph Curry. Number 32 is Steph Curry. 31, Scottie Pippen. At number 30, I got Patrick Ewing. 29 on my list. 29 on my list. Gonna be controversial for some of y'all. I got Kevin Durant. 28, Jason Kidd. 27, I got Bob Pettit. Bob Pettit is 27 on my list. 26, I got Bob Cousy. All right. At 25, I got Isaiah Thomas. All right, 25. 24, I got John Stockton. That's controversial. A lot of you guys don't believe John Stockton was much better than Isaiah Thomas. I have him slightly above. 23, I got D. Wade. Number 22, I got Dirk Nowitzki. 21, Dr. J, Julius Erving. At number 20, I got KG, Kevin Garnett. 19, I got John Havlicek. All right. 18, I got Elgin Baylor. Elgin Baylor, man. Man, remember, y'all going to have to start doing y'all research, and maybe you will understand why I got some of these players where they're at. Number 17 all time, I got David Robinson, probably one of the best defenders of the 90s. Had to give him his props for being in there. 16, Charles Barkley. 15, I got Karl Malone. 14, I got Moses Malone. 13, I got Jerry West. 12, I got Hakeem. 11, at 11, I have Kobe Bryant. I have Kobe Bryant right outside of the top 10 at 11. Now, we're going to stop right there. We're going to stop right there. I know that shocks some of you guys. The shock value only comes. See, the shock value only comes because you've been listening to too many shock jocks who done put all this toxic stuff in your head, and you done forgot about some of the greats who really played this game. See, you get all this toxic stuff in your head, and y'all forget what greatness really is. So some of these names on this list, y'all won't even admit it. Some of these greats on this list, y'all won't even admit it, but y'all don't even know. Y'all never took y'all time to do y'all research on any of these players. And see, we got Mac Def. He's saying Kobe Bryant at 11. He's laughing at it. Before Kobe Bryant passed, nobody had Kobe in their top 10. If you did, you lying. Nobody did. Most realistic lists don't have Kobe in the top 10. All right, so I'm going to drop the link again. Now, this link, I keep telling y'all, the link right now is only for LVZ, man. It's only for LVZ. Then I'm going to bring everybody else in. Hey, a lot of y'all saying y'all did. Some of y'all lying. Some of y'all lying. Some of y'all lying about Kobe. A lot of y'all didn't have no Kobe in y'all list. And if you did, it's probably because they started to immortalize him the last 2 years he played into the league. That's when he really only got his flowers the last couple of years. That's when people really started to respect him because they knew he was on his way out the door. Let's not act like all y'all, if you wasn't a Laker fan, y'all was running around disrespecting Kobe Bryant his whole career. All right, so we're not going to stay on Kobe. Again, I don't have Kobe in the top 10. I have Kobe at 11, right outside of the top 10. I'm going to explain why. I just feel like there are 10 players who have greater careers, who are greater players, who had greater accomplishments, greater individual accomplishments, accolades. We got to take all that into consideration. Let me get this link right here. I'm going to put the link in the chat. And again, we're going to get LVZ in here because he's the one that he made the term ballpark eaters, man. But the ballpark eaters are the ones that just put so much toxic waste in basketball out there in the ether. People forgot to do their research. People forgot to do their research, y'all. That's what's been happening for far too long. People gonna say, oh, Kobe is better than this person. Well, Witten Friedland, if you're in LA, that's your bias for Kobe. So, of course, you're going to be a diehard Kobe fan. So you're first a Kobe fan. Have you done your research on all of these other players? Did you just put Kobe in your top 10 just because you like Kobe? Or did you really take the time to analyze over 100 NBA players and then break all of those players down to compile a top 50? See, you don't talk out of emotion. All right. Don't get emotional with it. Yeah, you from LA. All right. That don't have nothing to do with the top 50. All right. All right. BJ313. Paul Pierce was in my top 50. I didn't have Grant Hill. He didn't make the cut. Grant Hill is not a top 50 player of all time. Hold on, y'all. I've only named 40 players. I still haven't even talked about my top 10. All right. Because I'm going to, actually, I'm going to go ahead and open the panel up to people. I'm going to open up the panel to everybody to come in. All right. I'm going to start booting people out if you start talking nonsense. If you haven't done your homework, I'm going to know really quick. I'm going to know real quick if you haven't done your homework. All right. Hey, Marcus Jones, that's a solid top 10. That's I don't think that's exactly what I got, but I like that. He says, you got to go read. All right, Holden Caulfield. All right, take care of your reading, man. Take care of your reading. All right, hold on. We're gonna let everybody in before I go through my top 10. All right, I want y'all very quick analysis on my top 40. And I told you my top 10 is not tainted by JDR BallParks. All right, you know what? LVZ is right. Let's finish my top 10. LVZ is right. Before I bring people in, because I need to get this knowledge out to y'all. I need to get this knowledge to you guys. Well, the fact that I had, if I had anybody over Steph Curry, the reason why Steph Curry and players like Kevin Durant are lower on my list is because they haven't finished playing yet. And that's how I treated my list as such. All right. Unless you've done something astronomically great, next level, then it's going to be hard for you to climb up this list. The fact that I got Steph Curry on the list altogether as a top 50 player all time and he's still playing is amazing. Same thing with Kevin Durant. I mean, to make the list if you're still actively playing in your prime is great. So come on, let's say this, because for all y'all that are saying, if you say I got Steph Curry too low, okay, let's say I put Steph Curry at 15. All right, let's say Steph finishes his career getting another 3 championships. Is that he the only place you can put him after that is 1. That's the only other place you can put him. Come on, I'm doing a realistic list, y'all. Realistically, him and KD are still playing. Of course, there are a lot of players on this list, but this list is based off your completed career. The book is still open on Steph Curry. The book is still open on KD. Their places aren't etched in stone. So let's not act like it, man. Come on, y'all got to start thinking, man. Think would be reason. All right, number 10 on my list. Number 10 on my list, I got the big old Oscar Robertson. All right. I got the big old Oscar Robertson. One MVP award, 9-time first team, 2-time second team, 12-time All-Star. He has 1 championship. Finished his career 25 points per game, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. And we don't have to talk about some of the statistical accomplishments that he had. All right, we know he was great, with regards to putting up the triple-double, averaging the triple-double, doing some of the things that he did. I mean, he averaged a triple-double for 5 years straight. That's putting in work. That's putting in major work, y'all. Major work. Number 9 on my list. I got Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan, man. 2 MVPs and two MVP awards, 10-time first team, 3-time second team, 2-time third team, 15-time All-Star, 5 champions. The ultimate glue guy, superstar player, Mr. Do-It-All. If he needed to be the best defender in the world, he could be. If he needed to be one of the most dominant scorers on the team, he could be. Whatever Coach Popovich needed him to do, he was able to get it done. Sacrifice money to keep the team relevant. I mean, you can't. Mr. Tim Duncan is at number 9. Number 8, I got Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal, man. Now, we could argue he should have more than 1 MVP. Yeah, but it is what it is. He only has 1. All right. 8-time first team, 2-time second team, 4-time third team, 15-time All-Star, 4 championships. Finished his career 23.7 points per game, 10 rebounds a game, and 2.5 assists. And he has those averages even with the last few years of his career playing completely garbage. So that just tells you how dominant he was when he was in his prime. All right. Great. One of the most dominant big man in NBA history. Definitely changed the game. Number 7, I got Larry Bird. All right. Larry Bird, 9-time first team, 1 time on the NBA All-Second team, 12-time All-Star, 3 championships, career averages of 24 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. All right. Now, one of the biggest myths about Larry Bird is that he could just jump right into this era and just be a lights out 3-point shooter, just making everything from the 3-point line. I don't know. Larry Bird was a great shooter. All right. But he also had his struggles with range as well. He ended his career only shooting 33% from the 3-point line. Please keep that in mind before you start saying he could come into this era and just because they shoot threes, he could do it too. Let's not do that. He was still a great player in his own right, But see, the toxic JDRs was trying to, just like I showed you that NBA Jam footage, they will give you the version of Larry Bird if he was an NBA Jam. Just making every three. He's on fire. All that. No, that's just not what it was. That's not really what made Larry Bird great. Yes, he was a great shooter. He was actually a great rebounder. He was a better defender than he got credit for. One of the best leaders as well. The few years that he coached the Pacers, did a great job coaching the Pacers. Give him his props, man. That's Larry Bird. Number 6, I got Magic Johnson at the number 6 spot, man. Obviously, we know his career was cut short. Doesn't matter. It don't matter. He came into the league winning championships, 3 MVPs, 9-time first team, 1 time on the second team, 12-time All-Star, 5 championships. You know, career averages is 19.5 points, 7 rebounds, and 11.2 assists per game. You know, definitely gonna go down as the best passer of all time. Mr. Do It All. He could play multiple positions. He had his weaknesses. We don't need to elaborate on his weaknesses. He's number 6 on our list. All right, solid career though. You cannot knock that. Magic Johnson is one of the greats of this game. Number 5, I got Bill Russell. And this is where we're really getting into the nitty gritty of the list. All right, Bill Russell. 5-time MVP. All right. Now 3-time first team, 8-time second team in the NBA. There was really no, he's in my book is the best defensive player of all time. No one will ever talk about it though, because there weren't any defensive first teams or defensive awards really that you could really give out to a player that did the things he did on the defensive side of the court. So he's never going to get the appreciation he truly deserves on the defensive end of the court. But he was a 12-time All-Star, 11 championships. Undeniable how great he was. 15 points a game. And here's the kicker. 15 points a game, 22.5 rebounds per game for a career. Do you know how many rebounds you got to be grabbing? All right. And I don't care if you're playing against bad players. Getting 22 rebounds playing anywhere is tough. All right. 4.3 assists, man. One of the best passing big men. Did it in a dynamic fashion. He just gets completely disrespected and ran all over. When we run over all these lists, people like to throw Kobe on this list ahead of guys like Bill Russell. Don't know nothing about Bill Russell. Never took the time to do their research on his game. What made him great? What made those Celtics teams great? See, a lot of people will say that Celtic team that he was on, it was just filled with all the best players. Well, were they dominating, winning championships before he got there? Or did they start dominating when he got there and he turned them into that elite team, that legendary team? 11 championships, never going to be duplicated. Also coached the team to it. Come on, that's not going to be duplicated, y'all. That's not 13 years, 11 championships, not going to be duplicated. If there was a Defensive Player of the Year award in the 60s, Bill Russell would have won it every single year. Name another player defensively was that consistent for a 13-year stretch. What other player can you say in NBA history should have won Defensive Player of the Year every single year he played, on top of averaging over 20 rebounds on a career? Yes, defense can make you one of the greats of this game. If you actually break down the film study, you actually spend more time playing defense than you do playing offense. Give him credit. I just like to give him credit where credit is due, because people shit all over him. I'm not about to just start throwing randoms up there because you're so emotionally connected to him. All right, let's do that. That's that JDR logic. Get the fandom out your head. You don't see Bill Russell on NBA Jam, but you do see the Kobe's, and like I said, you see the Jordans and all these other players. We talking about what really happened. The real deal is that Bill Russell is always going to be one of the GOATs of this game. And he's, in my book, he's definitely in my top 5. At number 4, I got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 6-time MVP, 10-time first team, 5-time second team, 19-time All-Star, 6 championships, career average of 24.6 points per game, 11.2 rebounds, 3.6 assists. The inventor of the sky hook, man, the most unstoppable move ever in NBA history. Did it with longevity as well. You got to give it to him in an era. And he played in an era where most guys' careers lasted 8 to maybe 10 to 12 years. He outlasted everybody. He was a 19-time All-Star. All right. And a lot of people will say, oh, he didn't struggle until he got Magic. Okay, you can say that all you want. He was still one of the most dominant forces we've seen in this game. Hands down. No questions asked about it. All right. And with that sky hook, tell me another player that successfully duplicated his move. We've seen players duplicate the fadeaway, Jordan's signature move. Kareem has a move that's never been duplicated, and it's the most unstoppable move ever in NBA history. That's how tough of a move it is. Come on, man. Let's not play with Kareem. Let's not play with Kareem. One of the greatest to ever do it. Number 3, I got Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain, 30 points a game. Listen to this stat line, y'all. 30 points a game, 22.9 rebounds per game, and 4.4 assists on his career. Hold on, y'all. That's his career average. 30 points, 30.1 points per game, 22.9 rebounds per game, and 4.4 assists. 4 MVP, 7-time first team, 3-time second team, 13-time All-Star, 2-time champion. I mean, what more do we need to say, man? The man literally did everything on the court. One of the most athletic players, just the same as Bill Russell, one of the most athletic players in NBA history, one of the strongest players in NBA history. But let JDRs tell it. They done bumped him out of the top 10, maybe down to the bottom half of the top 10, but they can't tell you nothing about his game. Ain't went back, watched the game. They didn't see how the game was played. They didn't understand the pace of the game. They just say, oh, it was sorry competition, but they can't tell you none of the competition. They can't break down any of the players that he actually played against. They can't tell you 5 teams that he played against, if they can even remember teams back in. Come on, y'all. Let's not let the JDRs make you forget how great some of these players were in their prime, in their era. And at the end of the day, Wilt Chamberlain put up a stat line that's similar to Bill Russell, but just with the points that we never will see duplicated ever in any era. We're talking about we're in an era now where the JDRs will so-called say, oh, you could just walk in and score layups. It's so easy to score. And you don't even see people putting up these numbers. 30 points, 22 rebounds, 4 assists. We don't see it. So when you do something that just can't be duplicated, he scored 100 points in a game. That's not been replicated, not at the professional level. Come on, man. And on top of the fact he played in an era where some of the accolades that players win now didn't even exist then. Come on, man. You got to give him his props, man. Got to give him his props for what he did. All right, now we coming up on number 2. Number 2 on the list. Number 2 all-time on my list. And this man is still playing the game, LeBron James. 4-time MVP. 13-time first team. 2-time second team. 1-time third team. 5-time all-defensive first team. 1-time all-defensive second team. 16-time All-Star. 4-time NBA champion. 4 finals MVPs. And he's still playing. The book is still open. So this is what the JDRs hate to acknowledge. Remember what I told y'all. I can't put players like Steph and KD too high on my list because the book is still open. If they do something over another 2 or 3 year stretch that's unbelievable, where does it take them from? If I put KD at number 11, if he hauls off and wins 3-4 championships with the Nets, what is he, 1? Do I just throw him up there at 1? I mean, I got to rank him sensibly. All right. Same thing with LeBron. I'm ranking him sensibly right now. Sensibly, where he stands right now, he's definitely number 2. He's definitely number 2, and the book is still open. When this man retires, the unfortunate reality that JDRs need to face with LeBron James, you guys just need to start facing the ultimate reality right now. When LeBron James retires, barring any unforeseen circumstances, He's going to go down as the best player of all time. When the book is closed on his career, he's going to be number one all time. JDRs just need to start coming to that realization right now. It hurts, all right? All right. Maybe you guys need to invest in some PlayStation 4s and some PlayStation 5s so you can play 2K. You'll be able to relive a lot of these Jordan moments. You guys know, I mean, a lot of you JDRs, you don't know. You can actually go replay on the video game some of Jordan's greatest moments. You can experience yourself. That's probably the only place you're going to be able to re-experience all this nostalgia, you know, but you're not going to be able to trick us with these fake NBA Jam impressions or, you know, when you guys explain to us how great some of these players were, you can't trick us with these NBA Jam descriptions. You can't trick us no more. It's too much evidence out there. And now you got even young people doing the research. Just started to ether and debunk you guys. But the thing with LeBron James right now, the book is still open on him. I'm not putting him at number one because his chapter isn't closed. The book isn't finished. As it stands right now, he's accelerated himself to number two. The longevity, everything he does, analytics, accolades, statistically, winning with multiple teams, with or without. I mean, come on. It is what it is. And a lot of people emotionally don't like to accept that. It's unfortunate. That's a problem. Again, that's a JDR symptom. You got to shake it. We got the medicine for you right now. The medicine right now is just get that JDR out your system. And stop eating. Like LV says, stop eating the ballparks. They're just terrible for you. They're not good for the body, the mind, none of that. Stop eating them things. And I'm not going to allow you to give these fake narratives and fake descriptions of players. That's just completely unrealistic. If a player was great to some degree or something, then I'll say it. If they weren't, then I'll say it. Let's get to my number one. You guys know who the number one is. And I've told you guys who my number one is. It's Michael Jordan. Five-time MVP, 10-time All-First Team, once on the All-Second Team, 14-time All-Star, 6 championships. Career average is 31.1 points a game, 6.2 rebounds, 5.3 assists. Now, it's not the assists that make him the GOAT. You know, it's not the rebounds. It's not just the points. It's just sheer dominance in which he dominated his era. I think he had a stretch just of complete dominance where he was looked at as having no equal. You know, when Bill Russell played, he had Wilt Chamberlain, who was considered one of his equals. And there were a number of other great players who were considered his equal. When Magic played, his equal was Larry Bird. That's his ultimate nemesis. And then Isaiah Thomas joined the fray. All right. When Jordan played, there was no equal. All right. He came in with a style of play that couldn't be mimicked or matched. We didn't see it mimicked or matched until Kobe came in. All right. He played at a competitive level that probably never going to be matched. He was the ultimate competitor. I mean, hey, they can say why my mod's emotional. I don't know. They are who they are. I mean, if they want to say whatever. Hey, chef, you named yourself after Steph Curry on YouTube, and you calling my mods emotional. You're emotionally tied to Steph Curry. Come on, man. Let's not do that, Chef SC30. Come on, man. Have you put on them Under Armour shoes? Some things cut my ankle all up. One of the worst basketball shoes on the planet. You need to be emailing Steph Curry to fix them shoes. Well, let's stop with the games, man. But yeah, Jordan just was completely dominant. Just completely dominant, and there was no equal. All right. When he left the game for 2 years, the game was trashed. The NBA was boring. The game was so boring that they cut away from the NBA Finals to show the OJ chase. In the middle of the NBA Finals, they cut away from the NBA Finals to show OJ in a car chase. That's how exciting the NBA was. That's how exciting the NBA was. They were showing W on WGN or all these, whatever these channels were, You know, they're showing the baseball games, the White Sox games that Jordan was playing in. And he wasn't even playing for the actual White Sox team. He's playing with some AAA affiliate or something. We knew more about what he was doing on the baseball field than what was going on in the NBA. The NBA was boring when he left. He came back, and not only did he come back, he took 2 years. He took 2 years off to let people catch up. He took 2 years off to let people catch up to him. All right. He came back, and nobody was his equal still. So, at the end of the day, Jordan's book is completely closed. LVZ, I'm going to drop the link for you right here. There's only one spot open, so LVZ, hit that link. All right. So he came back, and he just dominated his era completely. He gave the NBA a 10-year stretch where nobody could catch up to him. Then he had to retire for another 3 years, come back with the Wizards, and then we saw people finally starting to catch up. Jordan right now is the GOAT. At the end of the day, if things keep going on the trajectory that they're going, if things continue to go on the trajectory that they're going, LeBron James is going to be the greatest player of all time. There's no other trajectory. That this is it's just simple science. But as it stands right now, Jordan is number one, LeBron's two. Now, some people now you're going to have some people that are already going to want to put LeBron at one. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. If your list is slightly different, that's fine. But again, we broke down this list from top to bottom with a lot of science. Hey, exactly, Judah. I want to stick to the facts right here. I mean, again, I can't bump LeBron James up just yet. I need to see his chapter. I need to see his book close first, and then we reanalyze everything as a completed picture. Right now, it's nothing complete. See, what JDR's did was they put Jordan as the number one while he was still playing. When he really hadn't, at that time, even after he won 3 championships, he had not passed up Bill Russell. I wouldn't even say he passed up Wilt at that time. All right, let's let everybody in here, man. We're going to let everybody cook on this because I know it's going to be highly controversial. All right, and some people, again, if you're emotionally connected to a player, if I get the inclination that you're emotionally connected to a single player and you're not speaking facts, I'm going to have to get you out and bring somebody else in. All right, because again, with the logic, again, it's more so educational today. Now, I don't expect everybody to agree on the order, but I really want the insight on the top 10. I want the real insight on the top 10. I know a lot of people feel that Kobe being out of the top 10 is controversial. To me, it's not. All right, we're going to bring them in. We got CA3, SB, Antisocial, True Lee. Hold on 1 second. Somebody has some background noise already. And man, make sure what we're going to do is because we've been having too much background noise. If you're not talking, just go ahead and mute your mic. Because I'm already hearing background noise, and I've only let a few of you guys in. Hold on. Let me do this. I can. Oh, that was Antisocial with the back feed. All right. We got Sean Webb, Big Solomon, Mac Def. Mac Def with the constant. Hold on. Mac Def. I'm going to put you on mute.
God damn, fix your equipment, man.
Mac Def, every time you come in
How
here.
the hell did all them get in ahead of me?
Hold on. I know you're going to go first. I'm going to let you go first.
Yeah, I figured I'd save the show. I figured I'd save the show.
Hold on. Let me give you hold on. Let me boot Mac Def because he got that forever echo on his mic. Every time he come in, he echoing. Mac Def, you got to fix that because that sound quality is trash. All right, LVZ, man. What are your thoughts?
I figured I'd save the show after you just sat here and debunked your own argument with ballpark logic at the end of the day. So we give credit to because you was a ballpark eater and you stopped watching the game because Jordan was playing basketball. Everybody did it, little nigga. Please. Now, let's get to the fact.
Hold on. Let me put you on the big screen. Hold on. Let me put you on the big screen. Hold on. Let's see.
Yeah, put it up. Because this is you right now. Put it on the big screen. This is you. A picture of you right here. And Judah Mornings, all you niggas that I blocked You buck nasty, man. You illiterate ass niggas. Y'all just needed to find another place to dick ride Jordan. Fuck out of here. Now, you just sat up here, went through this emotional ass soliloquy where you took Kobe Bryant and turned him into the model for Michael Jordan. Nigga, no. Nigga, no. You said you sat there and watched. Hey, I looked at all the data and I looked at all the receipts. Well, then if you looked at the receipts, you know, based on if I'm just taking my total bias out of it, Kareem's still my number one. My number two is Wilt Chamberlain. Those are things that will never be duplicated. You talk about Michael Jordan literally played when Magic and Bird played. You cannot say he was dominant his whole career when he literally played when he wasn't getting it done. Then you made the misnomer that no other player played like him. When the man literally said he jocked Dr. J and David Thompson. You can't say, hey, you JDRs didn't look at the video and look at the film. When you didn't even look at the film, motherfucker David Thompson doing the same thing. Now, the Kobe thing, I disagree. But this your list. Michael Jordan, I disagree. This your list. The only problem I got, and the only reason I'm ripping on you now, because you gonna use my shit and be a JDR. You can't use my shit and actually be a ballpark eater. No. You can't use my shit and have relish on your breath. Now, what I'm trying to say is,
but
this.
Go ahead.
No, this is your list. This is your opinion, and that's okay. You're allowed to have your opinion. I ain't tripping. That's what you think. But don't say you ain't a ballpark eater when you just displayed ballpark logic. LVC, I'm out.
No, so my thing is, and he hopped out. He always does that.
He didn't want to get that smoke back on him. He tried to get him out and get his.
That's what he always doing.
He knows. That's what doing. My thing is, here's the thing. I don't care if you got Jordan as your number one. Everybody's known for a while. I've had Jordan as the GOAT.
Anytime you show Mike, you got background noise, bro.
God damn, man.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
that rice on that rice on that mic.
Hold on, we got Mac Duff and Lord Gamer. Hey, Elder, let me know in the chat when you're ready to hit the link if you can come in tonight. I want your thoughts. Mac Duff, you got to fix your mute. You got to fix that echo because you got a crazy echo, and it's just been too consistent.
You got chirp.
It's the device you using or what, but whatever you're using. No, what I'm saying is,
nigga, ain't nothing in my background.
It was earlier. You had a crazy background noise going on. It's fixed now, but no, the thing is the logic. I don't care who you have placed in your list and where. I don't even honestly don't care if you got Kobe as number one on your list, even though I don't think that's realistic. The thing is, I just don't like. See, when we start putting all of these players, when you out of a sudden just bounce Kobe ahead of certain players like Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain, I need you to be able to explain to me why you bounced him ahead. Because a lot of people only bumped Kobe up when he passed.
I told niggas that. Niggas thought I was capping.
That's facts. I mean, but you also have people that fanboys. You also got people that was fanboys of Kobe his whole career. Also put on the list also. I mean, it's a double whammy.
I respect that you had Kobe. Like, at the end of the day, everybody lists their list. Kobe was in my top 5, but I had the reasons why. For me, at the end of the day, like I feel like it was the opposite when you said people didn't have Kobe in their top 5. I feel like they did before like LeBron really inserted it. So everybody had Kobe at number 2. You know they was pushing that narrative. Then it was like all of a sudden.
I never heard that. I never heard Kobe.
The second coming, all we all.
They would push that narrative though. When he was dropped, he had 5 championships and said, "Oh, can he get to 6? Whatever." It was that. You know what I mean? But that little narrative for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, only thing I don't like about with the whole point, Lamont, you funny, you cold this morning. I'm about to talk to you more how you did this though, because you had the picture and everything. They come up with the list. Oh yeah, Jordan number 1. You called it. That was cold. I know what you be doing.
But y'all, like I said, see, because
only thing
here's the difference though, SB.
Go ahead.
See, the difference is most Jordan fans are, or even if you're a fan, or even if you have him number one, I don't care which it is.
Mm-hmm.
They have him locked there, and it's untouchable. My thing is,
I disagree with
the
that.
book is hold on. The thing is, we don't know how Kevin Durant's career is going to end. All of these players, with LeBron James, his career is still going on. I've already come to the acceptance that the LeBron James, with the trajectory that he's on right now, he's going to end as the number one player of all time.
Yeah.
That's just with his trajectory, but his book isn't closed. That's why I had Steph Curry a little lower, because his story ain't over yet. Same thing with KD. He's ranked a little lower because his story ain't over yet. But when he's all said and done, I see KD being at worst a top 15 player all time when his career is all said and done. And Curry's going to be up there as well. But that's how I look at it right there. But I think LeBron is going to be at the top of the food chain when it's over with. But most Jordan fans won't say that.
Hey, Lamont.
Hold on. Go ahead, Anton.
I got a question, Lamont.
Yo.
Did you have Scottie Pippen in your top 50 all time?
Yes.
Where you had him at? I ain't hear him.
Let me pull up my list. I had Scottie Pippen at I think he was in the
like 30 something, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he was in the 30s. I had Scottie Pippen at
31 or 30.
Okay, yeah, I had Scottie Pippen at 31. Scottie Pippen at 31. He was right above Steph Curry. Steph Curry was at 32.
Hey, Lamont.
Okay.
Yo, what up? What up, Lee?
Yeah, well, salute to you and the panel. I agree with your list for the most part. With me, I may have put Steph and KD maybe a little higher. I would have put Isaiah above John Stockton on my list, but for the most part, I actually like your list. I really do.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
You know what etched it out for me? What etched it out for me?
That's kind of surprised me.
With the Stockton thing was the longevity.
That's fair.
Minus the championships, which Isaiah Thomas was blessed with a great team, great coach. Like, that's a great situation. Just your right place, right time. He won those championships. That's a team accomplishment. When I look at the individual player, I think they had a lot of similarities. I think John Stockton was a better defender. I think he was a much better defender. I think he's a much better shooter. There's a lot of things he did better, but I think at the end of the day, you can nitpick over skills. It was the longevity that gave him the slight edge.
You know what, Lamont,
over IT.
You know what, Lamont? The more I avoid watching ESPN and FS1 and mainstream media, and I listen to guys like you, Sean, True the King, Antisocial,
Go Mike,
LV, True the King, channel down. But the more I listen to you guys and the more I just watch the game and study, the more I come to the realization, which I've always should have came to this realization. Well, always did to an extent, but the more I realize, hey, Lamont, you're absolutely right. Like, nobody can win by themselves. Nobody. The championships are a team accomplishment. It definitely helps.
We good? No echo.
It definitely
no echo. That's much better, Magda.
It definitely helps, to have those championship rings for sure. But nobody can win by themselves, and it's the team accomplishment. So that's why I don't really punish individual players, for not necessarily having championships. But yeah, everything you said was spot on. I am mad at you that you didn't add Detlef Schrempf or Carmelo to the GOAT list.
No, we staying realistic today. We just staying realistic with it today. Elder said John. He said he thinks Isaiah Thomas is a better defender than John Stockton. I don't know about that.
It's debatable.
I would say
Isaiah definitely a better scorer though.
They're both good defenders though.
No, let's look at it.
Think about Isaiah Thomas. He was super athletic.
John Stockton. Hold on. Isaiah Thomas has 0 all defensive teams. John Stockton at least made 5. So even people back in that day when they were voting that season by season, nobody put Isaiah Thomas as a top defender in the league.
Stockton was a bulldog defensively. He
was a bulldog, but being a bulldog and making an all defensive team are two different things. How do you make 0 all defensive teams if you're a great defender?
Stockton was a bulldog defensively. He deserved those. He's all-time leader in steals, ain't he?
Yeah, he is. So what I'm saying to elders, if you're putting him on the same level, and we know Stockton was a great defender at his position. If you're saying Isaiah Thomas was better, then he would have at least made one defensive team in somebody's eye. I didn't vote on these awards. Y'all should have been putting this argument up with the people voting on these defensive accolades back then, because it was those guys, it was the media and the players back then voting on those awards, not us now. We didn't make it up now. I'm just going off what he accomplished, and also based on what I saw. John Stockton, to me, based on what I've seen, is a better defender than Isaiah Thomas. And the accolades back it up. Generally, the accolades will back it up, and that's what shows.
I agree.
Well, Lamont, with Isaiah, it's really two halves of his career, right? The first half of his career, you remember that Pistons team was an up and down, scoring, try to outscore you. You know, with Kelly Tripucka and John Long, they were not a good defensive team. But the second half of his career, they were a better defensive team, and he did focus in defensively. But I would think, just total career, Stockton was the better defender.
But that's all I'm saying. And I'm not see, I think people like Elder might take it as if I'm saying Isaiah Thomas was a bad defender. I'm saying if I have to judge, I'm going to say Stockton was better, slightly better. That's not saying IT was bad. Like the same thing with shooting. John Stockton was a better shooter. IT wasn't. Oh
no.
John Stockton was a better shooter than Isaiah Thomas. It's not even close. Not even close. Not close.
I don't know.
He was a better shooter. He was
Well,
not close.
And some of it again goes back to volume, right? John Stockton wasn't a volume shooter at all. Like, he probably should have taken more shots, for Utah. Isaiah, on the other hand, was Detroit's big shot taker and maker. So I think it does. Some of it is just kind of what the game was back then and what their teams asked them to do.
Hold on, Grain of Salt said Klay Thompson is a great defender.
That's a lie.
No off defensive team. That's a lie, Grain of Salt. Klay Thompson is made to the all defensive team one time. So look, come on, Grain of Salt. You cannot cap like that and not get put on the big screen. That's a lie right there, man. You got to go fix that.
Hey, Lamont. Hey, big shout out to you for showing Jason Kidd some love too.
Oh yeah,
did you have Dwayne Wade on the list?
Yes, he was in the. He was up. See, the thing is, if your career is over right now, the only thing that you can do on this list is drop, because the only thing other people do, or especially active players, they're gonna pass you up. So guys like Ewing, there's a lot of guys on this list that ultimately over the next 15 years can find themselves out of the top 50.
Yep.
Because as Durant finished his career, all these guys that are playing now, as they end their careers, they're going to start bumping people off this list. And guys in that lower tier, in the 40s, they're going to get bumped out. So
Lamont, Lamont, you didn't even put Harden in your list, and ain't no telling how he going to end his career.
There's no telling but the thing is, Harden's book is still open. He still can get in there. And it's like Klay. I mean, I got Steph Curry, I think 31.
Paul Pierce surprised me, though.
Paul Pierce is in there. Paul Pierce was great with what he did. Like, I got to give him his props.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't mad at it, though. I was surprised you put him in there. You know what I mean?
I think the problem with how Paul Pierce's career ended, and then everybody was like joking on him. People forget how good.
But he's player. But nobody said that. Nobody said that to Shaq. Well, Shaq was like, I mean,
did Elgin Baylor make the list?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think Elgin Baylor should be higher.
I didn't hear.
Paul Pierce, two different.
Yes,
niggas,
Elgin Baylor was on the list. Yes.
What was like in the teens?
Elgin Baylor was in the top 20, I think. Let me pull it up to make sure.
You didn't put somebody asked, did you put no Ray Allen in? I don't think you said Ray Allen.
Ray Allen is not top 50. He's not top 50. No.
James Harden,
which is why we did the next 25. Like, we didn't want to take him out of the top 50 list.
Nah, you can take Paul Pierce off of James.
Nah, but Lamont list is different. Lamont say basically saying
it's different. It's a different list. Yeah.
Hey, Lamont, though, you heard a new thing going around though now, huh?
What's that?
Nigga said if Kawhi win his title, dog, he top 15 all time.
Oh, that's a JDR telling you that. That's fake news. I'm not trying to hear that.
Yeah.
JDR.
I don't want to hear fake news, man.
Yo,
the thing is, hold on. Did y'all hear Kawhi in my top 50? Did Kawhi make my top 50?
No.
Well, why isn't Harden in the top 50?
Bunch of Joey Chestnuts.
Harden is not in my top 50.
But I'm asking why.
Again, because his book isn't closed and he hasn't done enough in his career right now to be
Ain't even
considered
top 5
one
in
of
the
the 50
league.
greatest players of all time.
Yeah, hold on. Hey, Mike G. Ray Allen
Leonard
is
hasn't
not just a
either.
specialist. That's cap. Don't do that.
What?
No, he was a pure scorer when he started his career. Athlete,
And he could pass
everything.
and defend and rebound. Like he was all around player. Like, come on, yo. We
Yeah,
gotta stop the
we're
cap.
not-
You know, y'all.
yeah, we're not
See,
gonna do that.
y'all don't be watching the game, man.
Yeah.
Like if you really
Hey.
love the game, watch the game and do your research, man.
Hey,
Like don't be saying
Lamont.
dumps like that.
Hey,
Like,
Lamont.
No, I had Elgin Baylor at 18. Whoever asked, Elgin
I
Baylor.
think he
was at
should be
18.
higher, Lamont.
Hey, Lamont. The
Elgin
reason why
Baylor.
You can argue that.
Lamont, the reason why I mentioned Jason Kidd is because I'm not saying this panel doesn't realize this, but man, Jason Kidd, he was a great player, and sometimes I feel that he doesn't get appreciated enough because of how good he really was.
I'm gonna tell you why he didn't get appreciated because he didn't score a lot. That's why he didn't get appreciated. Let's just be real. Like, I mean,
He didn't win those finals neither when he was with the
but
Jazz.
Jason Kidd was a franchise changer, right? Think about
No, Reggie Miller is not.
was.
Look, y'all. If y'all didn't hear me say Reggie Miller, he's not in there. Now, if you can come in here and make your case, you can make your case as to why he should be in. But
Don't
no,
let
he
it be
but he didn't make the cut.
I want to plead my case for Harden. I want to plead my case for Harden. I'm not even a Harden fan.
Hold on. But how can you plead your case for a player who still is playing, and even while playing, he hasn't done nothing so astronomically great that just puts you in the top 50? At least with Steph Curry, we could say he was the first. With Steph, you could say he was the first unanimous MVP of all time. He has 3 championships, and he's done some great stuff as it stands right now. What has James Harden done as it stands right now that's just so drop dead great that I got to put him in the top 50?
All right. Harden is one of 2 players in NBA history to win both an MVP and the 6th Man of the Year award. He has 3 scoring titles, and it's proven as fact him as the best player is good enough to get your team to the conference finals. Some of those dudes that's in the top 50 didn't even make the conference finals.
that's a lie.
I mean, didn't make the finals. My bad. Didn't make the finals. My bad.
I mean, Dominique Wilkins made the conference finals. So
No, Steve Nash didn't make. Steve Nash.
He
didn't
did
make
make it with the Thunder.
He made the conference finals. Steve Nash
didn't make it. No, Steve Nash didn't make the finals.
Right. James
Harden. You name it one time they were in the finals. Made it one time.
No, during that.
Out of here.
No, I'm talking about. Y'all cannot say Harden did not play a part of the role in OKC getting to the finals.
Big Solomon. You will have a much better case with James Harden when his career is over and there's much more to judge him off of. Right now, you're only judging him off a partial sample size on a book that's still being written. He's not top 50 right now, unfortunately. Now, do I believe when his career is over, he will be in the top 50? Yes. But as it stands right now, he's not in there.
I was going to ask Solomon, what would you put him at?
Man?
Paul Pierce had a good career.
Paul Pierce chapter. Hold on. The thing is, Paul Pierce barely made my top 50. He's in the 40s. And guys like James Harden probably will bump Paul Pierce out when it's all said and done. But James Harden's still playing.
Yeah,
and he still has work to do to get in there. If James Harden's career ended right today, he's not in the top 50 to me.
The only issue I do kind of got an issue with Ray Allen. I mean, he all-time great 3-point shooter, can dribble, good defender, but I don't. The only person I don't like in the top 50 is Nash. Like, I don't know.
Ray Allen.
I agree that
Ray Allen's greater than Pierce.
I agree.
Russell Westbrook. You got Russell Westbrook over Ray Allen.
I agree that Ray Allen was a great player, but the impact in terms of elevating his team and being a franchise guy long enough, it just wasn't.
You want to put Ray Allen. If you want to put Ray Allen yourself. But here's the thing.
Hold on. Let's go one at a time.
Hold on. The sample size wasn't as great. I agree he's a great player, but in terms of leading his team for an extended period of time, like the other greats, it just wasn't as long.
Hold on, let's do this. Hold on, let's talk about.
He did that in.
Let's talk about Ray Allen. Let's do this because again, I had to do the eye test, and I also had to go off just your actual accolades accomplished.
He just didn't care.
So when I look at Ray Allen, and let's compare him to Russell Westbrook. Okay, well Russell Westbrook has an MVP. Okay, that's Ray Allen has 0. All NBA teams. Ray Allen has never made an All NBA first team. Russell Westbrook's made it twice. Okay, let's just go to All NBA teams altogether. Well, Ray Allen only made it a second team or third team in the NBA only twice. Russell Westbrook's done it 9 times. When you've been the scoring leader, they were both great scorers. Ray Allen's never been a scoring leader. Russell Westbrook's done it twice. Assist leader. Ray Allen has never been an assist leader. Russell Westbrook's done it twice. All right, when you're talking about overall stats, all right, Russell Westbrook's career as it stands right now, 23 points a game. Ray Allen finished his career 18.9 because again, his book closed and towards the end of his career, his points dropped. All right, Russell Westbrook averages more rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks, all more than Ray Allen. And so
I got one question.
And then even when you talk about percentages, even when you talk percentages, their career field goal percentages are similar. Russell Westbrook shooting 43% on his career, while Ray Allen shooting 45%. So I don't know how Russell Westbrook can have all of these accomplished accolades, but yet you say I shouldn't have him on this list, but a guy who's not won anything accolade-wise should be on my list.
I think the only reason why the argument for Ray Allen, Lamont, when you look at when he was his team's best player, and when you look at when Russell Westbrook was his team's best player, Ray Allen's teams got further.
Way more successful. But it's more so Paul Pierce, to be honest with you.
And this is the thing. This is the thing with Ray Allen.
Russell Westbrook did something that is extremely rare in NBA history by averaging a triple-double for 2 seasons.
3 straight years.
That matters to me.
We did it 3 years.
3 straight years.
Again, that's only been done by Oscar Robertson. I got Oscar Robertson as number 10 on my list.
Right.
Correct. Now, Lamont, does value hold any court on this? Because to me,
what you mean value?
I think because the way Russell Westbrook plays, I don't think that's gonna win a championship, even as the lead guard or second best player. Ray Allen to me brings more value to a team than Russell Westbrook.
Let me say this. Ray Allen.
I would rather have Ray Allen on my team.
Ray Allen won a championship. Ray Allen never won a championship when he was. Ray Allen never won a championship when he was even the first or second guy on the team. So
but when he was the first team, when he was the main guy on the team, he went to an Eastern Conference Final.
It don't matter, but you talking about winning championship. But you said, hold on. I'm going off what you're saying. You said Russell Westbrook couldn't win a championship being a lead guard. But Ray Allen never won a championship when he was even the first or second person.
How has Ray Allen done more in his career than Russell Westbrook? When I just ran off all of the accolades, and accolade-wise, it don't compare. Russell Westbrook is going to blow him out the water.
I understand that. The accolades don't compare. I said that. The only thing, there's 2 things. Number 1 is value on the team. I think Ray Allen is more valuable on anybody's team than Russell Westbrook. I think he's a champion. Number two, when he said Russell Westbrook he did more as the leader for his team, Ray Allen got to conference finals in the East as the leader on his team.
Hold on, but back Def, let's not dumb this down to a conference finals. We're talking about the greatest players of all time. Everybody on this list probably has got to a conference finals.
Talk about your whole career.
When we talking about your whole career, we talking about your whole career. We talking about at any point in time, was you considered the best player in the league? Did they put you in the MVP conversations? Was you consistently first team All NBA, the best at your position? Was you consistently doing something great? Was Ray Allen consistently? Was he looked at as an MVP candidate?
He was consistently. He was a consistent
Ray Allen a
3-point shooter.
Nobody questioned his skill set.
But nobody's questioning that. But what I'm saying is nobody looked at Ray Allen as one of the most dominant forces in the NBA. He hasn't done nothing to that degree.
Don't do that. Don't. We're not doing that. When Ray Allen
Let me explain. Hold on.
Allen was the best shooter of all time.
You saying correct? Yes, but outside of that, no.
Well, two things. Number one, value is not statistically measurable, right? So someone's value is greater than someone else.
Okay, I respect that.
Right, it's not statistically measurable, right?
Okay.
It comes down to really preference, right? Who you prefer. And again, for Lamont's list, he's got Russell Westbrook in his top 50.
And he's done a lot. I respect it.
Right. I don't think anybody can argue Russell Westbrook is an all-time great player, right? I don't think anybody can argue that.
I'm so confused. I'm so confused by that, man.
The only argument that can be made for Ray Allen, if you take out the individual accolades, right, is when Ray Allen was the lead guy, his team got further in the playoffs than when Russell Westbrook was the lead guy. That's the only argument you can make. But in terms of individual accolades, Russell Westbrook has the edge.
It's Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce.
Russell Westbrook. Hold on, wait. You want to consider
I think Ray Allen was a much better defender.
Team though, Sean?
Say what, SB? I'm sorry.
You want to consider Westbrook a league guy on the OKC team?
I'm saying when that
because KD was the best player, but
Westbrook was the leader. I'm saying when OKC got to the finals, Kevin Durant was their best player.
Yeah, but he wasn't the leader though.
But he was the best player.
He was the best player. We learned this over. Yeah, I'm not arguing that he was the best player. Yes,
right. And
I think Ray Allen was a much better defender than Westbrook.
I mean, again,
he's not. No, he's not.
And again, I would not say that. And I am a huge Ray Allen fan. I think everybody who knows me on this panel knows that. But I'm not going to say Ray
accolades wise, Westbrook got him. That's all.
At the end of the day,
that's what we going off for though.
Ray Allen should replace Paul Pierce.
Y'all act like this. Here's the thing, y'all. At the end of the day, if it comes down to two players and it's like kind of iffy, the only other things we can go to are things that are recorded, etched in history. The accolades are etched there. And the one thing you can't deny is that it's etched in stone for Westbrook. You can't take away his MVP. He has that. You can't take away 9-time All NBA. You can't take that away. Nice. You can't take away the scoring leaders. You can't take away the assist leaders. He was doing more. Cool. So you can say value all you want. But, at the end of the day, if he doesn't team up and make the first big three, then he don't have any championships to even tag that on his resume.
Yeah, that was my only issue. That was my only issue, other than Kobe.
I think
Ray Allen ain't top 50.
He's top 50.
Do you want to talk about Kobe?
Now, we can wait till we get to Kobe. You know we can wait. We can wait on that. We can wait on Kobe.
I gotta ask Lamar something. Look, man, I need the same energy because I ain't DR when it comes to anybody. I need the same energy for these LeBron DRs, the Kobe DRs, even the Kareem DR. I need because it's a lot of different DRs out here. They just got different type of sauces on their dog.
But SB, when you say, here's the funny thing, and this is the weird part. This is the weird part about the LeBron DRs, even though sometimes they can go off the rockers themselves. At the end of the day, they telling they riding a player that's right there at the top. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's right there at the top, and when it's all said and done, he's probably gonna be number one. Like they some of these people be coat-telling losing battles. Like this dude coat-telling Ray Allen, that's a losing battle. You coat-telling the wrong person. Because you're talking about a guy.
No, I just wanted to hear it.
You're talking about a guy who's maybe. I mean, let's say we knock somebody out the 40s and we put Ray Allen in at the bottom. That means in the next 5 years, when other players retire, he's gonna get bumped out anyway. He's not gonna be top 50 in the next couple years. So
let me ask you something. SB. That's my thing. With you always talking about, you got other people who like their players, bro. But this what get me about Jordan, bro. I understand he's 6-0 in the finals and all that. He's great and all that, dog. But they act like this man didn't do no wrong, dog. When we talk about LeBron, he's 4-6. He a bad free throw shooter. We know this. We could break down this man game and actually sit up here and tell you what some of his fucked up traits is on the basketball court. But when it comes to Jordan, y'all niggas act like this nigga didn't have shit wrong with him. That's my problem with Jordan niggas.
Yeah, I see like with my problem with like even like the Jordan people too and LeBron, like that's your fact with the Jordan people. That I agree with. That's my problem with the Jordan people. Or the LeBron people, they just like go too far delusional and they feel like any bad thing you say about him is disrespectful. Then with the Kareem people, they just feel like we just forgot about Kareem. Like nobody forgot about Kareem. It's just
they did. They forgot about Kareem.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, well,
they did
the regular people, but the people really know the game didn't. So okay, well, the problem is they feel like he just so forgotten and we just disrespect him for him not being number one.
SB.
Who knows the game? That's the question.
In truth, though, Kareem is often not called out in that conversation for GOAT because there's been largely a disrespect to the big man. Everybody said, well, you're that tall, you're supposed to be that good.
Yep.
And it's like that's the problem. And it's like, no, we're not going to do that because there were 7 foot.
If that was the case, Dwight Howard be the GOAT conversation too.
Exactly. So we can't do that to big men who were great and dominant. Now again, I go back to what the game was. The expectation of the game was centers didn't handle the ball. They didn't bring the ball up and run offense since they needed a guard to get the ball to them. So as good as Kareem and Wilt and Bill Russell were, they needed guards to get them the ball.
But here's the thing about Bill Russell is Bill Russell got all the people involved,
right?
Like at times on the half court.
And we understand he was great. That's like an individual skill set. But I mean, again, we can, like I said, that's really getting down to the finer aspects of their game. But we're not debating that Bill Russell or some of these guys were great, but they are forgotten just because of time and because Sean made a good point about the big man. Again, and I told you about this. This happens a lot. Players that don't play flashy positions, where it's just this is why the skyhook hasn't been duplicated by people, because it's an ugly move.
It's difficult.
It's not. Hold on. It's honestly, we can say it's difficult, but it's not duplicated because it's ugly and it's not marketable. It's not a marketable move.
It's an ugly move. Nobody like. That's an ugly move. It's awkward. It's awkward.
If you had some shoes and the logo did the skyhook on it, would you wear them shoes?
And again, I think it goes back to the other part with Kareem was that Kareem was not marketable at all. And he wasn't that guy, and he played half of his career in the dark ages of the NBA, which is the 70s. So people don't talk about him because he played in an era where people don't talk about the 70s NBA at all. It's like,
and if he was so dominant, why did he win more championships in the 70s?
And that's the other side. There's no Hold
on.
But here's the thing about
who said that? Why he didn't win?
No. I say that's what people say. I said that.
Okay.
I ain't capping on him.
Yeah.
And that man came in the league, led the league, and Kareem came to the league, led the league in scoring, and then won a championship all in 1 year.
Lamar. But Lamar, I got a question though. I got a question. It's not in your top 10, but I'm talking about why is Dominique Wilkins on your top 50 list?
Dominique Wilkins is great to me. Again, when you talk about Dominique Wilkins, one, he's an underrated scorer. He's one of the greatest scorers of all time.
29 a game.
As far as really scoring the ball, the fact that he didn't have a lot of individual success or team success as far as winning, that's just because he was stuck on a bad team for his whole career. I don't knock him for that. What he did athletically, we're not going to see what he was able to do in game. That's not easily duplicated. He was doing dunk contest dunks in game, in traffic. I've never seen a player do dunk contest dunks in traffic in a game. To me, when you're able to do something, and I say nobody in history is going to be able to duplicate it, and if they do, they must be worthy of being on this list too. And then
as far as athletically dunking in game, Vince Carter's up there, dog.
In game, but
Harden.
But there's you can argue that Vince could have been on this list. You could have argued that Dwight Howard could have been on this list. There are a lot of guys that were left off this list. Dwight Howard could have been on this list. Yes, he could.
I think Dominique Wilkins. He was.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
No. I think Dominique Wilkins just was an underrated scorer, just in general. Like, he wasn't just a dunker. He was a solid jump shooter as well.
Well, but the question comes down to Lamont, outside of scoring, because I know Dominique's got 26,000 career points. What did he do in his individual game that said, yeah, he's got to be on this list?
Oh, he's a great defender. I'm just kidding.
No, he wasn't a good defender.
No. We know that.
Drop off.
Hold up. Lamont, did you have Akeem Olajuwon in your top 10?
Nope.
No, he had him number 12. That's the only issue I had with your list, Lamont, by the way. But yeah.
No.
All right, this is list though.
This man said Paul Pierce is great.
Yeah, I mean, Akeem did not want to sign Lamont's autograph back today, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Did you have Kevin McHale on your list?
No Kevin McHale.
What? Over Paul? That's crazy, yo.
No Kevin McHale.
Crazy, that's crazy.
Paul Pierce, the truth. I don't know why you mad at. I don't know why you mad at the truth.
I don't know why you mad at
the
truth.
For real?
Look, you got to look at it like this, because what's hurting some of these players is time. And what happens with time is more players come into consideration. And so, again, I guarantee you in the next 15 years, Paul Pierce, Ewing, some of these guys that's in the 30s and 40s are going to get bumped off the list because we're going to have new contenders that are going to be coming to pass them up. That's the thing. The list is just the big pool of players is just getting larger.
No, but I'm still confused, man. I don't see how Paul Pierce is greater or better than guys like Ray Allen, James Harden, Kevin McHale. Like, he's better than those three dudes.
Paul Pierce, man, y'all really don't like Paul.
Hold on. Listen to this.
Go ahead.
Just because I have somebody placed on the list, it doesn't mean you're individually better than another player. Like I got KD in the 20s, right? That doesn't mean I think the people above him are better players. From what I'm saying, that I think I'm waiting to see his chapter close and end before I start bumping him and giving him a fixed place on the list. As it stands right now, I could definitively put him where he's at on that list and be happy with it, while other guys sit above him because he's still playing. Same thing with Curry. Same thing with Russ. Russ could drop. Russ could go up. We don't know. James Harden. Hold on. James Harden will be. What did I just say about James Harden? I said when his career is all said and done, I believe he will be in the top 50. As it stands right now, because it's it's not finished. I need to see the rest of his book before I even put him in there. Again, yeah, but the thing is, what's the difference between Russ and James Harden? Russ has done some things.
Harden affects winning more. That's just fact.
Okay, affecting winning is not the only credential to making the list.
Right. Russell Westbrook accolades is crazy though.
And affecting winning has more to do with your team than just you individually.
No. Here's Harden though. Three-time scoring champion, led the league in assists. About to be 2 times. The only of one of 2 players to ever win 6 Man of the Year and MVP. Like, how is that not top 50 worthy? I don't understand.
I'll take Chris Paul in his prime over Harden.
Paul Pierce didn't accomplish none of that. Paul Pierce didn't accomplish a single one of those things.
But
it's not a. It's you're taking. See again. I'm going to use this. Here's the problem. I'm using the same criteria for everybody. I'm not going to use just stats to make the case for Harden, but then forget about everything else that I use to put other people on the list. I look at everything and weigh it all equally, and then to say, do you belong on the list? And the one thing that elevated Russell Westbrook and got him barely onto this list. And again, y'all act like he's at number 15. He's not. You think he's 41. What I'm saying, what barely got him on the list was the 3 years of averaging a triple-double. That's what got him onto this list.
Crazy.
It's unbelievably great. Astronomically great to not only be the best scorer in the league during some of those years, but then also average a triple-double. That's unbelievably great. That got him on the list. Now, he could play himself off. He can maybe play himself up. We don't know. His chapter's still open. We got to let it play out. As I say, y'all panic because y'all favorite players y'all emotionally connected to is not on the list. It's okay.
I am not a Harden fan at all.
Okay.
Like, you can't deny
you're a ball fan.
You're a fan of something because, again, you're so emotionally tied to him. You don't want him. At the end of the day, I can look at James Harden and be like, he still has a lot of flaws and holes in his game. You talk about affecting winning. Well, I saw this man affect winning by not telling his team to stop shooting threes in a conference final game where they could have went to his first final. That affected a lot of winning. He couldn't be a leader. So I mean, you can nitpick a lot of stuff with regards to winning. But am I going to blame Harden because his team was chucking up threes, or do I blame D'Antoni? Like, it's just like that's team. That's team accomplishment.
We understand who out your top 50. I respect it. I like Ray Allen. You think Paul Pierce? You think Stockton is better than Isaiah?
Like Ray Allen on that
that's
list.
iffy to me. That's iffy to me. I think Elgin Baylor should be higher. But let's start getting to this top 10 though, man.
And the reality of it is, and the list is fluid, right? Because again, you still got guys who are in the midst of their careers playing. You got guys who are just coming in who in 10 years could be in the top 50. So it's going to constantly be changing. It's not to disrespect the legends of back in the day, but that's just the nature of how these conversations go.
Yeah. Like, hey, like I understand your argument for putting Harden on the list because we all know once it's said and done, he will be. But there's a lot of people who got like a lot of stuff done because now you comparing what Harden doing now to somebody's whole body of work of their career. Because I guarantee Paul Pierce numbers probably like career wise is higher than his, like of all time points and all that because his career was longer. but we know Harden is going to be on that list.
Right.
The
trajectory is that he's going to be on it.
Trajectory, yeah.
Well,
I don't understand why he's not on it now.
I just don't think he's
Pierce
done
at
enough.
his best is better.
I don't think he's earned.
Right. What?
But Paul Pierce has a. I'm comparing somebody's incomplete career to Paul Pierce's completed career.
Right.
No, that's why. But Lamont,
his career is better than Harden's right now.
Wait, what?
Because again, but keep in mind now.
Paul Pierce's career is better than James Harden.
No, it's not.
How is it not? How is it not?
You take away 08, it's not.
Why would I take away 08?
How is it not? His biggest rivalry was he had a rivalry with LeBron. He had a rivalry with LeBron James. What are you talking about?
Okay, hold on.
LeBron had a rivalry with the
Big Solomon. Take away Jordan's 3 championships, and I could do a whole bunch of playing around with where he's at. Take away years from people.
No, keep Paul's 1 championship. He's still there doing some of the things that
his 1 championship elevates his
what
career.
What are you talking about? Everybody, Paul Pierce has always been one of the best players in the league. Like, come on, man.
And let's be honest, right? 08 is not even Paul Pierce's best season. If you talk about just individual statistics and his individual impact, right? 08 is the year the team reached the ultimate accomplishment, but he had individually better statistical years. Go back to 02, 03 Paul Pierce. He was a monster.
Right. He was. The truth. But guess what? His team did not get past the second round.
But again,
James Harden was the
you're
best
talking
player
about
on his team.
You keep talking about team.
His team got to the Eastern Conference Finals back then.
Come on, man.
Let's not do that.
He never averaged more than Harden. He never assisted more than Harden. I don't understand this, man.
That wasn't his role. That wasn't his job. You keep talking about.
He was all. What you talking about? He was his.
What are you talking about? That's not. He wasn't actually taking majority of shots for the team. What are you talking about?
He was the first option of his team.
And also, let's also remember, right? Let's also remember now. The fact is, statistics are going to change as the rules change. So you have to count. You have to take in mind that inflation with statistics is going to change because the game now allows for more freedom of movement. And again, guys are coming in with better skills. I don't ever want to dispute that. But what guys were doing 15, 20 years ago statistically may not necessarily apply today and vice versa. So we don't want to use stats as the total end.
Or Sean,
I'm using.
Hold on. Or Sean, what happens is guys' stats generally change as they age because Paul Pierce ended his career averaging 19 a game. What if he'd have stopped playing in his prime? That average would have looked a little different. So when you look at his numbers overall, his numbers look a little skewed because his last couple of years. It's fun. Like we get it. You like James Harden, but he's still.
No,
playing.
I don't. That's the crazy thing about it. I don't. But we can't deny what this man accomplished.
Okay, so what he's done right now in his career is not top 50 worthy.
Right. I'm gonna tell you historically. I'll tell you something. Historically, the comparison I always use for Harden is Earl Monroe. So if you look at Earl Monroe's numbers when he was in Baltimore, he was putting up numbers. He was killing it, and they were getting to conference finals, and I even think they got to an NBA finals, but they didn't win. He goes to New York. He completely changes his game, and he becomes a winner on a winning team. But the numbers he was putting up in Baltimore, he didn't do in New York because that's not what they needed him to do. That's not what they asked him to do. So a lot of times with Harden, I look at Harden in Houston is like Earl Monroe in Baltimore. Now what we're going to see with Harden is he's changing his game. He's doing some different things in Brooklyn. Can they win with him changing his game that way? That's really why the book on Harden is still being written.
No.
And look, like I said, let Harden finish his career first before. Again, he has a lot he can still accomplish in his career. It's gonna be fine, y'all.
Paul Pierce was never in his whole career ever top 3.
Yeah, but he has a completed career. James Harden doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. I'm confused.
See, look, remember, I don't think you hear what I'm saying. Remember what I said. As people finish their careers, guys like Paul Pierce, who's in the 40s on my list, they're going to get passed up by guys who retire, like James Harden, all right? Like other players who probably going to retire and then also find themselves slightly edging themselves over guys like Paul Pierce and maybe guys in the 30s and 40s on the list. And they're going to be bumping people off. Yeah. But you have to finish your career for me to lock you in somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey, do eras matter in this debate?
No.
All right.
Okay.
No.
Because again, unless you tell me you laced them up in that era and you know exactly how it felt to play, I don't want to hear it.
And you can't penalize a guy for the era he played in. He can't help when he was born.
All right.
Then
I think Elgin Baylor should be way higher than.
I think Kevin McHale should be on the list, man.
Over who?
It's Lamar's list, man. Everybody list not gonna be the same.
Kevin McHale should be on the list over who? Let's give an example.
Over Paul Pierce. I keep going. Yo, there's no reason why. There's a lot of players you can put over Paul Pierce on this list, man. A lot of players.
I don't know why y'all
you didn't watch. Look, dog. He didn't watch Paul Pierce in his prime.
I did watch Paul Pierce. 2000 was the era
You could. Who LeBron James? Or who is LeBron James? A lot of people as they go biggest rival in the NBA.
Hold on, let's just do this. Hold on, let's do this.
It was Paul. You're a lot. Now you want to lie.
Hold on. Let's just do this. Let's do this. How many seasons did Kevin McHale play?
I think he played 14, 13.
He played 13. Paul Pierce played 19. So with longevity, Paul Pierce beat him out with longevity. All right. Paul Pierce's 14 playoff appearances, Kevin McHale only 13. Paul Pierce has made 10 All-Star games, Kevin McHale only made 7. All right. Paul Pierce had 1 Finals MVP, Kevin McHale had 0. All right. Paul Pierce made 4 All-NBA teams, Kevin McHale only made 1. Kevin McHale did make 3 all-defensive teams. Paul Pierce didn't make any. All right. And he made a total of 6 first or second over his career. When you look at points, when you look at all the stats, Paul Pierce is going to beat him out in most stats. He beats him out in points. They're equal in rebounds. Paul Pierce beats him out in assists, steals, and Kevin McHale obviously beats him out on blocks. But when you're talking about percentages, when you're talking about the numbers-wise, their best seasons ever, Paul Pierce had a better best season ever. I mean, I don't know, like in the playoffs, their averages in the playoffs are about equal. Paul Pierce kind of edging them out slightly there, but I don't know. What do you mean? What makes Kevin McHale so better than Paul Pierce that he deserves to break into this top 50?
That's what I'm trying to.
You tell me because you're making an argument for him. You tell us why he deserves to be in this list.
Don't get me started on Paul Pierce.
Because the reason why Paul Pierce should not be
that's why I'm being quiet. I'm gonna let him.
Hold on, let him go.
The reason why Paul Pierce should not be a top 50 player.
No. Tell us why Kevin McHale belongs on the list.
Because he's a better player than Paul Pierce.
Well, how? Let's break it down.
He was a better defender. He was a better rebounder. He was a better.
Bro, what?
Offense, I give it to Paul Pierce. What's up? My bad.
Okay.
I give it to Paul Pierce to score.
Man.
What's the big? I don't understand. What's the big?
Let me explain.
When was Kevin McHale ever the best player on his team?
At McHale's best, he was in the conversation. He was at minimum top 3 in his position. Paul Pierce was never top 3.
That's a lie. Now we're gonna sit for a lie. Now we're gonna lie.
Hold on. What time?
Now we're gonna lie.
All right, give me one team.
Paul Pierce was at one point before LeBron James got the league was the best small forward in the league. You gonna sit for don't lie. We're not gonna lie.
Man.
We're not going to sit for a lie now.
Was he the best small forward?
Who was better? Who was better then? Tell me who was better.
So hold on.
You was wild.
Hold on.
During his time?
Hold on a second. Again, this is Lamont's list, right? The only argument I can make for Kevin McHale is that if I were putting together an 80s starting 5 of guys who played in the 80s, Kevin McHale, without question, would be the power forward for that team. But in terms of longevity and accolades, Paul Pierce has him beat. But a lot of it is, again, guys back then weren't playing 18, 19 years. That was the exception, not the rule.
But I'll break it down like this too. Yes, Kevin McHale was a better defender and rebounder, but as a player, Paul Pierce was way more versatile and can still be put in as a stretch forward because Paul Pierce was big at 6'8". Yes, he could have. When you talk about versatility, he can guard more positions.
Later in his career.
He played the 5 and the 4.
Okay, and Paul Pierce played the shooting guard, small forward, and power forward. So what are you
He
talking
can play
about?
the stretch forward, dog. He was way more versatile than Kevin McHale. He can guard basically all 1 through 4. He can play 1 through 4. He had a post game. He can drive left, drive right. Paul Pierce did
I
have
don't
a
go
post
enough.
game.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce.
No, I said he
post
could
game
not
was
guard
nice.
1 through 4. Let's not say that. He not guard
Yes, he
1 through
could.
4.
Yes,
No,
he
he could not.
did.
Name one
If he
point
did,
guard.
hold on. If
Name
he
one
guarded
point guard
LeBron James, if he guarded Kobe, and he guarded LeBron James, then
Name one
yeah,
point
I
guard that
think
he
you can
guarded.
guard 1 through 4. Yes,
Yeah.
you
No,
can.
he can't. That don't make.
That's a little bit
That's not
different.
me.
I
also,
don't know about that, Mac.
And also,
Name the point guard.
Let's act like Kevin McHale was not the blueprint for Kevin Garnett and Tim Duncan and a lot of those power forwards who came in the league in the mid to late 90s, right?
No, we recognize his greatness. That's why we're talking about him.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I don't want to.
Yeah,
We're not playing Kevin McHale.
But the thing about Paul Pierce, but the thing what hurts Paul Pierce is Paul Pierce get overshadowed for playing in the era where there's a lot of great forwards, small forwards and power forwards. You know
Lamont,
what
what you had Paul Pierce on this list?
In the 40s, man. It wasn't even somewhere that you really want to even be talking. We're sitting here talking about a guy that barely made the list.
It's not in that deep.
Hold on, we're talking. Paul Pierce is at 47.
It's who he made it over. That's the problem.
Hold on,
It's
Paul
who he made
Pierce.
it
Hold
over.
on. You would have a better argument for saying a guy like Reggie. Go, because once you talk about people that you could actually really debate. Like I said, you missed out on naming guys.
I gave you multiple players.
All right, come on. But again, when it came down to it, I had to start nitpicking small reasons as to why. One of the things that got Paul Pierce again at that 47 spot, which he won't be there for long when guys start retiring, is the longevity, is how that they did fight through and finally win a championship. I mean, I like, he was always a great scorer. He was extremely versatile. He did a lot of things.
Come on, we don't got cap. You don't got cap on Paul Pierce's name.
He barely made it. Right. Talk about somebody else.
Yeah. Exactly. You don't got cap on Paul Pierce's name.
Let's get to Akeem Olajuwon being out of your top 10.
All right,
that's kind of insane.
That's a concern.
Oh my God! Why do you keep talking about? I explained this already. I explained why Curry was because Curry's still
not over yet.
Curry's thank you. He's still
playing.
It's
not in that deep.
I tried to explain
neither is LeBron's career, but like we clearly see why LeBron is
but I
where he's
explained
at.
this already.
Oh
my God!
But LeBron, we know
you gotta go back watch. Go back to the beginning.
You're right. I gotta go back. I gotta watch.
Right. We know LeBron's in year 18, right? He's not gonna play another 18 years. Steph Curry is still in the midst of his career.
7-8 years left.
So like him and KD, we know they have time left provided they stay healthy. So that's why they're not higher on the list. They don't need to be higher on the list yet.
I just think certain accomplishments, a certain impact should put you at certain points of the list. Like if you're a player that won 3 MVPs, like there's no way you can not lower than a certain number. You know what I mean?
All right, that's your list. I mean, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, you splitting
There's not too many players that actually won 3 MVPs. So
that's true. But I'm saying there's an example. It's like certain accolades should put you. That's why they're ranked in the first place.
Oh, Lamont, did I hear? Is Moses Malone on your list?
Yeah,
he got there.
He's top 15. Yeah,
so
I had
Akeem at 12. What's the argument? Why did you guys think I had him too low?
Go ahead, son.
No, that's
to me.
Go ahead. That's that's good. Honestly, that's good placement. To be honest with you, I got
all right. Akeem is top 10. First of all, as a big man, he's the most skilled big man to play inside, outside, and had a handle. Defensively, he's top 5. He's on the level of Tim Duncan, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain defensively.
No, we're not doing that.
As a center, he's probably 2 or 3. You can't even have him out of the top 3 as centers. He's the most skilled center of all time. Defensively, he's dang near top 5 all the time. And I think he was more versatile and more dominant. And I think he was more dominant than a lot of the other players you got ahead of him, even though he's 12.
What other player do you think I have too high that you could put Olajuwon in ahead of?
I think Olajuwon's ahead of the Big O.
What?
Yeah, I would agree with that. And also,
I think Olajuwon is ahead of Oscar Robertson.
And also, I can't believe I'm agreeing with Mac Duff. I'm messing with Jeff Joker. No, No, if you look at Olajuwon is the only guy in his career to win NBA MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and Finals MVP in the same season. Like
without a 20-point score.
You said and he did, and he won that Finals without another Hall of Famer on that roster or another All-Star on that roster.
Look at the competition he beat.
So
he still did it.
He should actually be higher than Shaq on that list. I think Shaq. So here's the thing about Shaq. I think Shaq is an all-time great. But if you look at Shaq's career, Shaq had really one A++ season. A lot of times, Shaq coasted. Yeah, the 2000, he kind of generally coasted through, and he had some really good years, and he had about a 12-year run where he was the man. But his overall dominance wasn't as long as Hakeem's. His last great year was his first year in Miami.
You already know how I feel about the 90s.
Hold on. Well, but y'all agree that Hakeem was a great scorer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hakeem was a great scorer. He played 18 years. Oscar Robertson, also a great scorer. He played 14 and has just as many total points in his career than Hakeem. 4 years less work.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot that he did. He put in a lot of work. They both made 12 All-Star games.
Right, yeah.
But he played 4 years less. He put in work.
Yeah, and no, listen, I got Oscar number 11 all time on my list. I got him just outside my top 10. But when I look at his career, when he was the best player in the league, he wasn't winning.
No, he wasn't. But
he didn't have a team.
I stay away from using that though.
No, I know. I mean, again, if I'm taking their careers and I'm looking at their careers and I'm saying I'm looking at their careers evenly, the only thing that can separate Hakeem from me is Hakeem when he was the best player in the league and nobody could stop him. He was winning. Oscar didn't win until he went to Milwaukee, which again, I'm not going to put all that on him because Cincinnati wasn't a great team and he was going up against the 60 Celtics. But, just the one thing that will put Hakeem over Oscar for me is just that. That's the one thing. That's the only reason why I'd have him in my top 10. And
I ain't going to lie. We split hairs.
When you talk winning, though, that means you're basically saying Hakeem was really only winning 2 years when he was at his top, at his peak.
I said Hakeem was
he won 3 years.
Yeah, well, no, he won 2 championships, and then he got to the finals in '86 with the Rockets.
He got to the finals
that was his second year in the league, and they lost to arguably the greatest team ever in the '86 Celtics.
And he averaged double. He averaged 24-25.
Oscar Robertson at his peak as a player was far better than Hakeem at his peak.
I don't know.
I give it to Hakeem Olajuwon because of the defensive side of the ball. I mean, Oscar Robertson was a great defender as well, but Hakeem Olajuwon was a world dominant, world beater defender, blocking shots, can guard a lot of positions, jump out on guards. Steal the ball. He was averaging 3.
Don't give him fake attributes.
I'm not bringing no fake. You can bring the stats. You can bring the stats in. That man was averaging 3 blocks, 3 steals.
I already pulled the synergy on it. He was trash.
He did have a game-winning block.
I'm not going to win this argument with Lamont about Hakeem switching out on guards. I've tried. It doesn't work.
I pulled the synergy reports. When I pulled the synergy reports, the field goal percentages, him getting scored on the perimeter, some people was eating him on the perimeter. Let's not act like he was.
Don't do that. Don't.
I didn't say he was Bill Russell or nothing. I said he could jump out.
Said you didn't hold him. You said he jump out.
No, he was looking like Marc Gasol out there.
I don't know about that.
That's not.
Ain't nobody.
Billy,
come on.
You
went too far.
Yo, Lamont, hold on. Where's Bird in comparison to Duncan?
Bird's higher than Duncan.
Bird and Duncan.
Bird is different.
Hold on, because I have them higher, I'm not saying that they're better players. We're just talking about career-wise. I think Bird had to, as far as what he meant to the game and a lot of the things that he did, had him better.
That's tough, though.
And again, I had Tim Duncan at, I think 9.
9.
That's too hard. That's too low. That's too low, man.
Let me pull up my list again.
Before fuck all that, any of you niggas in here think Kobe in their top 5?
Kobe number 2.
No.
How?
Hell no.
He's not top.
Hold on, who said Kobe's number 2?
Mac
Mac Def.
Mother Def.
You know what, Mac Def? I was rapping
Okay,
with
tell
you
us.
tonight. I was
Tell
trying
us why.
I don't need no help.
Hey, put that nigga on the big screen, Lamont.
Oh my God.
Tell us why Kobe's
Put that on the big screen.
Whoever want to debate Matt Def, that's easy money right there.
Ain't nobody got a
Easy
debate. Put
money.
him on the big screen.
Easy money.
Easy money,
So
man.
no, let me understand Lamont's criteria first, because he said errors.
No, what's your
errors
criteria?
don't matter.
What's your criteria?
You gotta make a case for Kobe being Bryant being.
Yeah, what's your criteria?
My criteria is, first of all, he was one of the most prolific scorers in the game. There's only two people who's on his level as prolific
Alex
scorers, and that's Chamberlain and Jordan.
That's
yes,
a lie.
Kareem. Yes, hold on. Yes, Kareem and LeBron got longevity.
Jerry West is up there. You're a liar.
Let him finish.
That's cap.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Kareem.
Let him finish.
Kareem.
Screen, Lamont.
As far as prolific scorers, Kobe, Jordan, and Will Chamberlain are the three most prolific scorers. Those three have the most 60-point games all time. Now, Kareem and LeBron, yeah, they're going to be number 1, 2 scoring, but that's longevity and consistency. I give them that. Now, Kobe, competition wise, he went up against the Western Conference and was probably the best era of the Western Conference, because he had to go up against a dynasty in the San Antonio Spurs, in which Lamont has 2 players on that team in his top 50 with a Hall of Fame coach. And their dynasty was built on defense. It was designed to stop everybody. They didn't stop Kobe. They stopped Shaq, but Kobe was averaging 30 against that San Antonio Spurs team, and he faced them 6 times in the playoffs. Then what put Kobe number 2, it wasn't his death, dog. What put Kobe number 2 on my list was when he beat the super team Boston Celtics in 2010. Now understand, Kobe, those 3 seasons, 08, 09, and 2010, in the playoffs, he scored 600 points 3 consecutive times in the playoffs. No other player has done that. He beat 10 50-plus win teams in the playoffs in a 3-year stretch. No other player has done that. And when he beat the Boston Celtics in 2010, I don't care what you say, Pau Gasol was never a top 10 player in the league anytime in his career. Kobe did more with less, and he beat a super team in the Boston Celtics. When he did that, that put him over the top at number 2, and I hold him there.
Wow.
So basically, hold on. Let me say this. So basically, you're saying 3 seasons make him number 2 of all time.
That's crazy.
No, yeah. because I didn't bring up this 3
Hold up.
Go ahead.
So you're gonna sit there and say Paul Gasol. So you're gonna say Paul Gasol was never a top 10 player in the league. Okay, that's fine. But you could argue that Paul Gasol should have won NBA Finals MVP in 2010. The last time I checked. So if you want, we're gonna sit there and talk about it, because nobody want to talk about that.
And don't act like Bynum was no fucking scrub.
It's not even. But hold on, but it's not even that though. Paul Gasol was killing KG on the boards and in points. You could argue that Paul Gasol should have won NBA Finals MVP in 2010. Come on, man.
No, I got a stat for your ass. Hold on, I got a stat. Hold on, let me get him right quick. I got a stat for your ass. He's so great, right? Let me ask you something, y'all, panel. Usually,
Kobe or Lakers. That's why I don't say that.
Hold up. No. Usually, when great players get to the playoffs, what do? They averages go up more, right?
Oh shit! I ain't never seen that. Hold on. Hold on. This is the first time I have to stop you, because Mingle Jester finally creeped in. Hold on.
Oh man.
Hey,
let him talk.
Yo, finish your point, man.
Go ahead, Mingo.
Hold on, Mingo want to say something?
Oh, look! I got one more stat for y'all. I got one more stat for y'all.
Fuck you right quick.
This is a rare occasion right here.
Yeah, this is rare.
Mingo Jester, what's him?
Oh, look! I got one more stat for y'all.
Hold up, Nick, though.
You got an echo.
Somebody got the YouTube in the background.
Mingo Jester, you got an echo.
Hey, yeah, it ain't me with the echo this time. Calm that down, bruh.
fixed that. He fixed it. Mike did fix his chirp.
Hey, but look though, one more stat, and I'm gonna leave this Kobe debate to y'all. When we talk about competition, that to me that matters. And you could say, oh, he went up against a dynasty, a super team, more all-stars, this, that, and the third. The Kobe and Jordan are tied with 27 wins in the playoffs against 50-plus win teams in the playoffs. That matters, dog.
Hold on, Mac Duff.
That's competition.
Hold on, Mac Duff. Do you mean the Lakers and the Bulls, or you acting like it was 1-on-5 out there or something?
Hey, Mac Duff, let me ask you something. You might don't even know this, dog. Why do Steph Curry got a better playoff stats than Kobe Bryant?
He averages more points?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so who would you would rather have Steph Curry? You would rather have Steph Curry than Kobe?
Question. He was so great. Why a nigga like Steph Curry averaging way better numbers than him in the playoffs, dog? Hold up. For his career, he averaged 25. For his playoff career, he averaged 25. So that means when he got to his playoffs, that shit didn't uptick. He was a great player. Why his shit didn't mellow out in the playoffs? He was the same nigga. Why that shit didn't uptick?
Curry doesn't have more 30-point playoff series than Kobe.
That's not what he's saying. Answer the question. Answer the main question.
I'm answering the question.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yes, I am. So when Kobe averaged, when Kobe averaged, just because Kobe didn't average 30 versus Boston, but he averages 28 points per game, that's weak.
Why he only averaged 15 points a game in the finals? Why he only averaged 15 points a game in the finals?
In 2000, I'm asking that question. In 2000, the reason he averaged 15 points is because he got hurt 2 games. He didn't.
Why he lost a 3-1 lead?
Forget all that.
We going in the wrong direction with that argument. Hold on, Mingo Justin, you got an echo.
Y'all ain't even going by his criteria.
Hold on, man, but what they did make a good point when they said Steph Curry has better playoff stats.
He got better playoff stats.
Hold on one second. Hold on. When we talk about playoff stats, it's not just points. It's rebounds, it's assists, it's steals. All better than Kobe's in the playoffs. And Kobe, and so I mean that is something. I don't want to put too much weight on that, but that is something. I mean, obviously his percentages are through the roof. Those far surpass Kobe Bryant. So percentage wise, in the playoffs, he's shooting 45% from the field, 40% from the 3, 90% from the free throw line. That kind of blows Kobe out the door percentage.
Curry's a better. I ain't capping on Curry. Curry's a better shooter. Curry's a better shooter, but he was only a number 2. He was only a number 2 scorer on his team one time.
Hold on. All I'm saying is he scored more and he did more on the court at a much more efficient rate. Now, does that all of a sudden make him a better player? Well, at the end of their careers, maybe Steph Curry passes Kobe. Maybe. I don't know. I think it'll be close. It just depends on how Curry finishes his career. But the thing is, I don't like comparing players. Let's not compare Kobe's career to the incomplete career of Steph Curry because it's incomplete.
Then I got another question.
It's a bad comparison.
Can I respond on his points real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, he said Kobe was one of the most prolific scorers, right?
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, all right, cool. So how come this prolific scorer has only 1 scoring title?
He has 2 scoring titles. He averaged 35 in 06 and 32 in 07. And he averaged 30 with Shaq in 04. He has 81 points in the game, 62 points in 3 quarters. Look, the reason I'm telling you, I'm asking the other question. The reason Steph Curry is better as far as numbers wise and percentage than Kobe in the playoffs, Curry has far more been the number 1 option in the playoffs than Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was a second. Steph Curry was a number 1 option every year in the playoffs, except for 2 years when he was with Kevin Durant. Kobe has been a second option his first 8 years in the playoffs with Shaq. Then he didn't go to the playoffs. Then when he was in the playoffs, that man, again, is the only player in NBA history, the only one. No other, not Jordan, not LeBron, not Wilt, Dwayne Wade, Kevin Durant, Curry. Kobe is the only person to score 600 points in the postseason 3 consecutive years. That man put in work and beat better competition.
Hold on, but let me tell you this though, right? So why everybody in the top 10, right, in Lamar's top 10 are better final performers than Kobe?
Better finals performers?
They're better. That's a fact. You can't even argue that. You can't argue that. I don't care like how you want to slice it. They're better final performers than Kobe, but let's come on, yo.
Hey, can I ask
Oscar Robertson is not a better finals performer than Kobe.
Let me ask you a question, MacDuff. Let me ask you a question.
Okay. Who else?
Okay, you said name somebody. I just named him.
Oscar only played one time in the finals, though, so that's easy to pick. But
he played 2. He lost 1. He played 2 times in the finals. He lost to the Boston Celtics in '74.
Okay, but name somebody else.
Or who
okay, then.
I would say Kobe had better. That Shaq finals in Miami, I would say Kobe had 5 better finals than Shaq.
You know you capped it.
Hey, just a question.
So Shaq had a great finals when he was with Miami.
I said if you grade their total finals averages together, he don't have better finals than anybody in the top 10. Okay, I'm talking about anybody in Lamar's top 10. Let's not do that,
Oscar Robertson.
Kobe averaging 25 points a game and 41% in the finals all together. Stop the cap. Like we're not going to lie.
That's garbage.
Stats supposed to go up in the playoffs. Not supposed to go up in the playoffs.
Let me ask you a question, MacDuff. What did you see from Kobe that you never saw from anybody before him?
That's skills.
Yeah, that's subjective.
Listen. He the reason it's hard to answer that is because he's a carbon copy of Jordan. But what he did with Jordan's game was elevated. He elevated it with youth. Number 1, he elevated it with athleticism.
So 7 out of 25 in Game 7 of the finals is elevating. Okay. 7 out of 25 in Game 7 of 2010 is elevating.
You naming one? Okay, but who led the team in scoring? Who led the team in scoring?
Kobe was never more athletic than Jordan. Ever.
Who led the team in scoring in that Game 7?
If you go back and watch that final,
he went 6 for 24. Okay. I agree with you. He went 6 for 24 in Game 7. Who led the team in scoring?
Let me ask you something else, MacDuff. Hold up. In the top 5 all time, bro. What other player played with a fucking dominant player like Shaq? Had a sidekick like Shaq?
Exactly.
Magic. Hold on, Magic and Kareem. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's bad. Yes.
Nah, they weren't as dominant as Shaq, bro.
Okay. That I'm not going to debate that, but 5 rings tell me they were pretty dominant in the 80s.
Come on, dog. I don't understand how you got a nigga. You say he number 2. This nigga got 2 final MVPs and 1 MVP.
Dude, I'm gonna kill that. Hold on. I'm gonna kill that right now.
How come if he's such a prolific scorer, how come he's not top 5 in career averages of points?
Because he averaged 25.
Okay, but you said he's the most prolific scorer ever, and yet he does not even a top 5.
All right, so when you go career, like I said, career has longevity and consistency behind it. When we break down Kobe's career compared to others, first of all, he was a number 2 option for 8 years. He had to come off the bench his first 3 years, damn near 2.5. Then his last 3 years as a professional, he was hurt. Shoulder injury, Achilles, all that. So when you talk about career-wise, we're not going to be like, he wasn't great because he tailed off at the end, or wasn't great at the beginning. When we talk about apex, when we talk about at Kobe at his greatest, he was one of the most prolific scorers that this game has ever seen.
So let me tell you, hold on. Okay, that's cool. He was one of the best scorers of all time. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. That don't make you probably be number 2 of all time. And you going back what you saying? Okay, so you basically
I said he's number 1 skill-wise. Skill-wise, there's nobody better than Kobe. Dribbling, shooting, difficult shots.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion. But all that being said, though, right? He was a number 2 best player on his team, right, for 8 years. 8 years, he wasn't the best player on his team, but you put him at number 2 all time. Okay, that's like
make it make sense. Make it make sense.
All right, let me make sense, right? Now, name me when Kobe was a number 2 scorer and he won those championships with Shaq. When he won those championships with Shaq, 8 times that man averaged 30 points in a playoff series.
I don't care.
With
He
Shaq,
wasn't the best player on
and
his team.
he did it versus the San Antonio Spurs. Come on,
that's one.
You naming one aspect of the game. 8 years, he was not the best player on his team.
Okay, but for 8 years.
That.
For 8 years, he was the number 2 option.
No, he was not. He came off the bench his rookie year, and he was he was a 6th man his second year.
I just said we understand that. We understand that. I'm saying for 8 years he was at best he was a number 2 option. At best, Kobe was the number 2 option on his team. Now name another number 2. Name another number 2. You go down the list: Pippen, Dwayne Wade, Kyrie Irving,
none of them made top 10.
Kareem when he played with Magic, Oscar Robertson when he played with Kareem. Magic was not a number. Magic was the number 1.
Number 2. No, Magic was number 2 when
he
came into the league.
Lamont, help me out on this. Was Kareem number 1 or Magic number 1?
Magic was
I
number 2.
swear Magic ran Showtime.
No, not the first year.
Hold on a second. I'll clarify.
Hold on, what was the question?
He said, name a number 2 that's in the top 10, basically. And I said Magic. That started off the number 2.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't finish my question. But Magic was not a number 2.
He was number 2. What are you talking about?
Magic ran the whole entire show.
No, bro. Look at his first year. Look at Kareem's stats and impact that first year, man. The only reason why he didn't win Finals MVP that year because he got hurt the last game.
Fact.
The first
he was
6
averaging
games,
30.
He was dominating.
He was averaging 30.
Right.
He was averaging 30. He did that. He did that for 1 year with Magic.
What is somebody being a number 2 at any time in their career? No. But what does that have to do with anything? Like sometimes that happens that way.
Exactly.
You can't always be a number 1.
But here's the thing, Kobe. But people, you can't. Why are we gonna put Kobe at so high in an all-time list when he was a dude that came off the bench? I don't care if he was 18 or not. I don't care. He was 18. He was a rookie.
Tom Brady was drafted 6th round. Like, what?
I don't care. I'm not
what they started. You're going off what they did.
I'm not going off what they did. The goalpost. No pun intended. You move the goalpost. We're not even talking about that sport.
So
nobody cares nobody cares about his first 2 years, dog. We're talking about what he did.
That's what he did, though. You can't just negate things what he played in his career. Some of you cannot
coming off the bench,
y'all let Sean talk. Let Sean talk.
There's a question for you, right? There's a question for you because I understand what you're trying to say, but I want to just ask you because we want to keep Kobe's career in perspective. When would you say Kobe was at his offensive best in his career?
From 2000 to 2013.
Okay, I need you to bring that down just a little bit in terms of sample size.
That's when he reached his prime.
No, I'm saying at his offensive peak. When was that his offensive peak? He didn't have an
offensive peak. You can say was 03. That's when he started.
No,
you want a timeline?
If you look at Kobe's offensive peak, his offensive peak started like at 05 when he was averaging 35 and 37.
But he averaged 30 in 2003. So if you average 30 points in a season, that's your offensive peak. And he played with Shaq. He played with Shaq and averaged 30 points a game.
How you gonna make rules up? See, Mike, you gotta stop making rules up.
I'm not making rules up. If he averaged 30, hold on.
His offensive peak in his career started in 2005 and went from probably 05 to about 07, right?
Those were his best years.
You know what I'm saying? Where were the Lakers going when he was doing that?
Nobody. They was rebuilding.
No. So if
they wasn't rebuilding, so they didn't lose Shaq. They didn't lose Phil Jackson from 05 to 07.
Hold on. That's what I'm saying. If that's his offensive peak, regardless of whether or not the Lakers are rebuilding, they're not supposed to be missing the playoffs. Because Kobe's so great. Because hold on. Because Kobe's so great. He should reel that team into the playoffs.
Okay.
They weren't going to the playoffs. They were out of the playoffs and missing and going home in the first round.
Let me respond. 2 things. First of all, he had a garbage team playing in the Western Conference. Number two, Kobe missed 20 games that season in 05 when they missed the playoffs. Now, what does that mirror? LeBron James, when he missed 17 games when he first went to the Lakers and he couldn't make the playoffs. He had a garbage team and the Western Conference was deep. LeBron didn't do it and Kobe didn't do it. That's why he didn't make the playoffs. He missed 20 games.
What LeBron got to do?
Point.
It's facts. That's mirror image.
That's a good
Kobe missed 20 games that season. That's why they didn't make the playoffs.
Then why he number 2 all time, but he's the all-time leader in missed shots, and he's not even nowhere
And
near close to
LeBron's
being
the
all-time
all-time
scorer.
leader in turnovers, and he's number 2 on somebody else.
We're not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. Why you keep talking about you? Oh, I'm going over your point. You said that man is one of the greatest offensive players of all scorers of all time. And he's the all-time leader in missed shots, and he's nowhere near the all-time leading scorer. Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. You bringing a whole nother man
I'm
up.
gonna make it make sense. I'm gonna make it make sense. Other than I just debunked you with LeBron's. Now, who's the greatest? Hold on, I'm telling you, who's the greatest difficult shot taker and shot maker in history of the basketball game? Who's the most difficult shot taker and maker? It's Kobe. So when you say he missed the most shots, I'm telling you why. Because he took the most difficult shots known to any basketball player that took shots. All of them were bad shots. But because of Kobe's skills, he made it look routine, and he made him.
You can't make no bad shot routine
more than anybody else that would take those shots.
You can't make bad shots routine. What are you talking about?
He took so Kobe didn't take bad shots.
I'm saying my thing is this. My whole thing is this. You giving this man kudos points for taking bad shots. What are you talking about?
I'm giving him that because he was the first person taking 30-foot shots and making them consistently. It wasn't Curry. It wasn't Logo Lillard. Kobe started that long distance 3-point range shot.
You was a capper.
What? Tell me I'm lying.
You was a capper.
Kobe was jacking up 30-footers.
You better go back to math class and know your measurements.
West wasn't shooting it was in the 3-point line in the 60s. What are you talking about?
But you said 30-footers, right? Look at the tape, bro.
I seen Jerry West do 2 half-court shots, and that was it. He ain't shooting no 30-footers. Jerry West was a mid-range player.
Okay. Don't be capping like Kobe was a good 3-point shooter neither, nigga. That nigga was horrible from 3.
Hey, y'all tripping, man.
Who's cooking who? Who's cooking who? He just said y'all basically don't do for taking bad shots. What are you talking about? Anybody? Y'all gonna compare? Come on, yo. That's crazy.
He took bad shots compared to other players in the philosophy. But Kobe had the skill to say, "I'll take that shot and I'll make it." Instead of a one dribble pull up, Kobe with one dribble pump fake, get you in the air, bump you, get the and one call, double pump in the air, and shoot the ball and make it. That's a difficult shot, but he did that consistently.
And all that being said, though, right? He only got 1 MVP and 2 scoring titles.
2 finals
MVP.
Okay, that's cute. That's cute. Everything you said.
Number 2.
Like, come on, yo. Stop.
All right, so you want to go to accolades now?
His accolades don't match up people in the top 10. His accolades don't match up people in the top 10. What are you talking about?
How many finals MVPs Oscar Robertson got? How many finals MVP Larry Bird got?
You actually got 2.
You got 2.
Two. You got 2.
What are you 2?
So Kobe got 2, and Kobe got more rings. Kobe got more points.
MVPs Bird got?
Kobe averages more points per game than Larry Bird. Be quiet, bro.
How many MVPs Bird got?
Pause real quick. Hold up. So you're not going to gloss over the fact that Larry Bird won 3 MVPs in a row for one. You're not going to gloss over that, and you're not going to gloss over that Larry Bird was always the best player on his team.
That's a fact.
Okay. He never. Who was a better defender?
You're right, but who's a better rebounder? Who's a better passer?
Who's a better defender?
Okay, I give you that. Okay.
So Kobe's a better scorer and defender and got more Finals MVPs than Larry Bird.
He don't.
That's Larry Bird.
He don't. Kobe been the more. Hold on. So Kobe been the more and got the same amount as Larry Bird. That's cute. Okay. Like, come on, yo.
That's hilarious.
Hey, man, hold up, McDuff. You know what? I can respect your argument, dog. You had the nigga 8 or 9. You got this nigga 2nd, bro.
2. You said 2.
Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Why y'all mad? Because I got him 2. He up there, dog.
Because that's fair. And his criteria is inconsistent, man.
My criteria is competition, because I don't know why you can't say
Stop
errors.
talking about
Competition does
Stop
matter.
talking about competition. Stop
Competition
talking about
matters.
competition.
That's
Hold on,
my
hold on.
criteria.
Competition.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. This is why I don't say competition. Unless you can get on the court, and you get on the court and you say you can tell I played against both types of competition. I know that this level of competition was higher than the other. It's too hard to really start saying competition because that's bias. Everybody's
KG to call that out.
Everybody for the most part is going to say that their era is more competition than another era, especially eras that came before them. I think that's bad argument to say competition. Larry Bird has some good competition he played against in the 80s. The 80s really mirrored a style of basketball that mocked what you see today because it was more high paced. But, it was still great basketball. But, like I said, Larry Bird was solid. Larry Bird did a lot of great things in his career. He changed the game to a certain degree. But I just think he was had a better overall career than Kobe did.
3 MVPs in a row. Kobe never did that in his life. Come on, though. What Kobe did? Like, come on, yo. You talking about?
Larry Bird was the best small forward in the best small forward era, bro. Like, come on, man.
Like, stop it. Larry Bird was the best player in the world, hands down. Kobe was never the best player in the world, hands down. Cut it out, dude. Like, we're not even going to sit there and argue. Like, stop it.
There was a few years where Kobe was the best player.
Nah, there was.
You can debate it. You can debate it.
But again, it comes down to when he was the best player in the world, what were their teams doing? When Larry Bird was the best player in the world, the Celtics were winning championships.
But I got to be fair. That's team, though.
What I'm saying though, that if you're saying these two guys are the best players in the world, I'm just saying if you're saying these guys.
Hold on, who is that? Who said we was capping? Who said that?
Me,
Lord Gamer. Oh, Lord, who said that?
Yeah.
Look, you need to put some bass in his voice, whoever the fuck.
Word, I don't know who that was, but like I said, but going back though, when Larry Bird got drafted to the Celtics.
Hold on, let Lord Gamer go. I haven't heard him chime in. Go ahead, Lord Gamer.
Why y'all keep disrespecting Kobe?
Okay, how we disrespecting
Lamar,
Kobe?
you gotta stop letting kids on the panel, dog.
Hold on, I want to hear what he got to say.
Because y'all saying that Oscar Robertson is better than Kobe.
Okay, so why is he not?
Because if you look at achievements and player base, Kobe is better at him in everything except passing.
Okay, give me some examples. You gotta give me some better examples than that. I need some statistical facts.
What'd he say?
Scoring, defending, being a leader. I get Oscar here better passer.
Yeah, dog. Like LeBron. I mean, Kobe.
Hold on,
you gotta put some bass in your voice, dog.
Let Lord Gamer make his case. I want to hear Lord Gamer.
Go ahead, Gamer.
Kobe is better at everything besides rebounding and passing the ball.
So he's saying Kobe better than Oscar Robertson. Larry Bird, he over Larry Bird except for passing and rebounding.
Larry Bird is better than Kobe.
You got Larry Bird over Kobe?
Okay, so hold on. You said
Larry Bird is a better all-around player.
Hold on. You said Kobe's a better scorer, but Oscar Robertson for his career averages more points.
They both average 25.
No, Kobe averages 25. Oscar Robertson averages more than 25.
That man sound like he multitasking or something.
Hold on. I'm getting ready for work. I'm getting ready for work. Hold on.
Yeah, he doing
something. Nobody give a damn back there.
No, Oscar Robertson's up there. I think the most underrated thing about Kobe is his defense. Y'all don't rank his defense up there. Kobe was a lockdown defender.
We understand that, dog, but for you to say that nigga number 2, that's cap.
Kobe was a reputation defender.
That's cap.
All right, so when Lamont brung up Jordan versus Kobe, right? Me and Lamont agree that Kobe is Jordan 2.0 with a 3-point shot. Now I'm not going.
He didn't even shoot threes that good.
Yeah, I'm be real. They shot the same percentage at 3. What's the point about it?
How?
Like, come on, man. I have a better argument than that.
For his career at Kobe was shooting at. Go look up Kobe's 3-point center from 03 to like 07. He was like 35, dog. He didn't tail off until the end.
For his career, he's 34 and Mike is 32. That is horrible. That is horrible for shooting guards.
So this is what I'm saying with these 3-point percentages. Like
Kobe shot 32%
in 1990, a quarterback can pass for 3,000. Hold on, in 1990, a quarterback can pass for 3,000, 35.
Why you keep
pass for
talking about
3,500 yards, and they would think that was great.
football.
Now, if you pass for 3,500 yards, you probably gonna be on the bench. You're probably not gonna be on the team. The difference is errors, dog. It wasn't the 3-point shot wasn't predicated. It wasn't a necessity in that error.
Hold up. You mean to tell me hold up. You mean to tell me in the 2000s a shooting guard shooting 34% from three that was good?
If he wasn't, yes, it was because Kobe wasn't. Hold on. Kobe, you want to know why? You want to know why? Because Kobe wasn't a standstill 3-point shooter like a Kyle Korver or freaking Steve Kerr. Just because Steve Kerr shoots 45%, he did that wide open, standing still.
No, he didn't.
What about
Steve Kerr did.
No, you
Steve Kerr, Kyle Korver. All these 3-point shooters that y'all capping on stood still wide open. The only 3-point shooters that moved was Reggie Miller and Ray Allen. Them is the only two great 3-point shooters other than Steph Curry in that era. I'm talking about the 2000 era.
McDuff, that's not true. Steve Kerr was great with the catch and shoot off the pick and roll or off pin
Steve
down.
Kerr didn't run off no screens.
Yes,
no,
he
he didn't.
He did, Mac Dell.
I think this nigga don't know nothing about basketball.
You gotta
I ain't never
hold on.
seen Steve Kerr run off.
I'm about to show you.
You could look at Steve Kerr's greatest shot, and what was it? Wide open at the top of the key.
That's one shot. I'm about to show you.
Whatever. That was his shot. Wide open. That's what I'm saying. I seen it consistently when I watched the Bulls. I'm not lying. Steve Kerr wasn't no dribble, shoot, one jump, pull up from. Nah, he wasn't doing none of that.
All right.
Wide open.
Kobe is not number 2.
Huh?
I mean,
Kobe is not number 2.
He number 2 on my list.
This nigga said Kyle Korver was a standstill 3-point shooter.
Yeah, it wasn't clutch.
Dude.
Neither.
How it wasn't okay. Now you just talking.
Wow.
But
I just named 2 players. Hold on, I just debunked you with 2 players. Oscar Robertson and Larry Bird. We could keep going.
Hold on. How you debunk? No, you first of all, everybody you looking at the comments. Hold on. Let me say this. You keep looking in the comments all you want to. They just agreeing with you because they like Kobe. So I don't like you ain't saying you brought up football.
How are you?
You brought up football and LeBron James in this argument. You already lost.
Kobe compared to
argument.
McDuff, hold on.
Niggas be casual.
No, I just told you he comes off pin downs, catch and shoots right there.
That was contested.
And that was contested. That wasn't just wide open. There's another one. He's coming off. What is this? Another DHO.
Wide open.
That's contested. That's contested.
Hold on.
That wasn't rewinded. Let me see a hand up.
Hold on. We got more.
Rewinded. Let me see a hand up.
We got more coming.
Wide open.
Contested.
How's that
wide open? He's a standstill shooter.
That's contested, my nigga.
You
don't play.
Wide open. That's why.
That's not what you said.
This is not playground. This is the NBA. This is NBA.
Let's be
that's
very
wide
clear.
open.
Let's be very clear. When somebody's running at you, that's contested.
That's contested.
All right.
Mac, you never played basketball a day in your life. You disagree. You never played basketball a day in your life. You disagree. Come on, man.
He's open. He's open.
You mean dog? That's only a couple times it was open, my dude.
Hey, somebody. Hey, dog. Listen, I don't see Steve. He's a standstill shoot, catch and shoot, 3-point shooter. He's not dribbling, coming off.
McDuff, what you was saying was I told you he comes off pin downs, comes off DHOs. You said, and this is where you start diminishing people's game. You said he just stands wide open making shots. I said he comes off of all types of actions to get his shots off. I'm not saying he's taking people off the dribble, breaking them down. You making that up as you go. I'm saying he was more than just a spot up shooter. That's what these highlights are showing you. Maybe you don't know what pin downs and DHOs are. Maybe you need to watch this video to get a better idea of what it is. He does more than just stand in the corner and shoot shots.
Right.
That's not what made him valuable.
Yeah. His movement was always a big part of what he did.
Wide open.
You just moved the goalpost. You did not
Look, man,
just say that.
I am a Bulls fan. I'm a Bulls fan. Steve Kerr.
He was 5 years
great.
old in the 90s. He was 5 years old in the 90s.
Steve Kerr was great.
Mac Jeff, he was 5 years old in the 90s, yo.
Steve Kerr was the best 3-point shooter in the 90s.
Yeah. I don't think he was better than Reggie Miller, but
he was a better 3-point shooter than Reggie Miller.
Just because your percentage, that's what I'm saying, dog. Just because your percentage says that does not mean he was a better 3-point shooter than Reggie.
So how else do you tell
he didn't have no pressure on him? It's different. When you have pressure on you, it's different. Steve Kerr didn't have no pressure. He was playing with Hall of Famers.
Hey, Choke Boy, you doing all that talking in the chat?
All that talking. And I already killed Choke Boy before. I don't know why y'all be talking in the chat. A lot of y'all dudes are killing the chat.
I guess to say that dumb argument, I guess Hakeem Olajuwon shot free throws at a higher percentage than Shaq, but he wasn't a better free throw shooter. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, their percentage usually tells how good you are. So.
Yeah, that's usually how that works.
Hold on.
Exactly. Come on, y'all.
Hold on. Hold up, y'all.
Hey, Mac there.
Ain't nobody. Hold on. Go to the chat, dog. Who y'all think is a better 3-point shooter, Steve Kerr or Reggie Miller? Get out of here.
He didn't say shoot or Reggie Miller. Hold on. Reggie Miller's a better shooter, but he's not a better 3-point shooter. It's two different things.
There's a difference.
Two different things. No, y'all know your basketball, man. You don't know what you talk about, Mac.
Hey, Lamont, hold up. Lamont, you know more basketball than me, dog. And Uncle Elder said you shoot 34% as a shooting guard. That's not horrible. Is that not horrible for a shooting guard?
He shot 32 in his
from the
career.
3-point line. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's okay.
That's about the bigger minimum. Hold on.
Okay.
34% from the 3-point line is tolerable, but like in this era, it's below average. They want you shooting higher than that. In the 90s, 34% keep you on the roster.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, but
before his era, he was shooting average.
It's okay. Okay.
His career, he shot 32. So
Jordan shot 32. Kobe shot 34.
No, he did not. I'm looking at it right now. Kobe shot 32 in his career.
I thought Mike shot 32. I thought Kobe
shot 30. He shot 32. His career. I'm not lying to you. Like, so exactly. I know my facts. Don't say prayer. I'm saying no cap. I ain't saying not the one lie up here.
Hey, so May Dev, don't say he Mike with a 3-point shot, nigga. How?
He's just a cop. He's just a cop.
Y'all act like Kobe was just money from the 3-point line, dog. Stop the cap.
I mean, Kobe wanted to be Jordan so bad he tried to marry Juanita. I done told
exactly.
you.
Come on, man. I don't gotta be like, ain't no bias because I'm a Celtics. Like, who cares if I'm a Celtics fan? I can still talk about Kobe. This week, like, come on, y'all gotta stop. That's when you know you're getting cooked. When you talk, you go, man, true a Celtics fan. Like, that's when you know you gotta mention that you getting cooked.
Nah. So what I'm saying is Kobe was a better scorer and a better defender than Larry Bird. Period. Point blank. There's no debunking that.
I mean, it don't mean you're a better player than somebody.
So he's not a better player than Larry Bird, but he's a better defender and scorer.
That don't make so hold up. So that makes you automatically a better player than somebody?
You said what?
Does that automatically make you a better player than somebody with that criteria?
Because you're a better scorer and defender?
Okay.
I would think so.
What you mean? So all right.
MacDuff.
That nigga's hilarious.
How many aspects of the game is basketball, bro?
It's a whole lot. But
so you name two.
You just named two.
What's the most important? Hold on. What's the most important aspect of the game?
To me, it's winning.
That's not an aspect.
Give me a skill set. What's the most important part of the game?
When is
it? Give me an aspect. Give me a skill. Give me a skill. Give me a skill set.
It's not an aspect. It's a goal.
So who was more skilled? Kobe. So who was more skilled? Kobe, Bird, or Oscar Robertson?
Answer the question. Answer the question. Because you're not trying to answer the question. What is the most important skill of basketball? What's the most important thing of basketball?
You tell me. I just said winning, but y'all said it wasn't. I just said winning. But y'all said it wasn't.
Man.
So tell me.
You tell me. You ask me the question. Come on, man. Stop it. It's rebounding and defending. And Larry Bird was a way better rebounder than Kobe. So what are you talking about?
So Dennis Rodman's the GOAT then.
All right.
What? No.
All right.
So the most important. So you're saying the most important aspect is rebounding and defending.
See how I did? Come on, man. We ain't gonna play no games, man.
Rebounding and defending as a team is an important aspect. Yes. If you want to win, you better play defense and rebound as a team to
Larry
win.
Bird did that.
But
And Larry Bird did it at the highest level.
When we're talking about individuals, that is not an aspect of somebody being better because Larry Bird can rebound. And
okay, and let me say this.
Hold on, MacDev. You just killed your argument because again, the team that scores the most wins the game. It's not the player.
Oh my lord! So defense doesn't win championships. Shut up.
Hold up, MacDev. Hold up. So Kobe is a better defender than Larry Bird. Okay,
and score.
Okay, but Larry Bird helped his team. He led the league in defensive win shares multiple times.
Let's just do this then.
Right.
MacDev says. Okay, so MacDev,
like, come on, dude. Stop.
Okay, so hold on, MacDev. So you say on my list. I'm gonna pull my list up again. I got Larry Bird ahead of Kobe. Okay. So basically, let's say obviously you don't like the Larry Bird comparison. So even if so, you got him at number 2. I need you to tell me why.
I'll give you my top 5. I got the same 10 as you. It's just different order.
No, hold on. I know, but what I'm saying is, if you're gonna put Kobe at 2, tell me why. Tell me how Kobe's better than a guy like Wilt or Bill Russell, or even Kareem.
Bill Russell, the greatest defensive player of all time, he doesn't compare to 5 of the top greatest centers offensively. He wasn't great offensively. I ain't saying he didn't even have the skill. He might have the skill. He wasn't better than Hakeem Olajuwon. He wasn't better than Wilt Chamberlain offensively. He wasn't better than Tim Duncan offensively.
What does that have to do with Kobe?
What does he mean by offensively?
What does that have to do
with
scoring?
No,
so
you're
Kobe.
talking
So
about.
I put Kobe.
What I said was this.
Hold on. No, we comparing Kobe. So Kobe to me is better.
Let me stop you real quick. I think you get confused. You start bringing up all these other centers. I'm only asking if you're gonna put Kobe all the way up to number 2. You tell me why he's better than Kareem, Wilt, and Bill Russell. And because you can't see the one thing you can't do with a player like Wilt and Kareem, you can't play that numbers game, the scoring game. When the one game you can't play with Bill Russell is you can't talk, oh, he was a better defender, because when you're talking to Bill Russell, he's the greatest defender of all time. How do you overcome, like when you talk about a player like Wilt or Bill Russell, when you start talking about scoring, you can't say he was a more prolific scorer than Wilt. You can't say it. You can't say he was a better rebounder than Wilt. And Wilt was a solid defender too. Like how does he leapfrog all of those other guys? How does he leapfrog those 3 guys that I just mentioned? Go ahead,
MacDev. In his accolades and defensive stats says that time first team, all defense. And he played in, like I said, errors matter, dog. He didn't play against crappy 2 guards or point guards. He played against Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, Ray Allen, Allen Iverson, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, Paul Pierce. He played.
That's not what I asked you.
I said he's a great 2-way player. Because he's one of the greatest 2-way players. He's a better 2-way player than better 2-way player than Bill Russell. Tell me I'm lying.
Let's do it one at a time.
This nigga dance.
Let's do it one at a time. Let's start with Wilt. Why do you have him leapfrogging Wilt?
Better 2-way player, and he got more championships.
He's not a better 2-way player.
He's not a better 2-way player than Wilt.
He's a liar, dude. Like, like you gotta stop.
Wilt Chamberlain can shoot the 3.
Who's the better scorer?
Go ahead. For Oscar Robertson. He's a better 2-way player than Oscar Robertson.
Who's the better scorer between Kobe and Wilt?
Go ahead. Who's number 9? Tim Duncan.
Hold on.
What are you talking about?
He jumping all around.
Get your equipment fixed. Cut your YouTube down or something, man. You talking to two, have a conversation. See, y'all just say, like, what are you talking about? See, this is what happens. This is what happens when you get boosted up by the chat. Don't listen to the chat, Mac Def. Don't listen to the chat, Mac Def, because they agreeing with you. You getting smoked right now.
Hold on. Let me ask him again. I'm gonna give one more chance. Who's the better scorer between Kobe and Wilt?
This man,
Kobe. Yeah.
Come on, man. This man, Cabin, get out here, man.
Hold on. Go. You capping in the comment section, bro. You literally said that Wilt dominated Bill Russell. Nigga, Bill Russell beat that nigga almost every time that nigga face.
We back live.
Stop the cap.
What does that have to do with Kobe?
We back live.
I'm talking about Ghost.
I'm talking about the comment section.
Talking about Bill Russell, our top 3 center. He capping in the comment section.
No.
What happened to Mac Def?
You back, Mac?
Right here.
He said it's.
Is we back? Is we back online?
No, is you back online?
My computer just shut down. I'm good.
Hey. Yeah, all that capping, the equipment fuck up, man. When that capping,
we back online.
We back online.
You back online. You were doing time. We good.
Hey, I'm in the show, right?
Yeah, you good, man. I don't got no chirp. You do.
Mac Def, fix your dial up.
He out now.
Hey, who I'm hating on?
Man.
On Kobe.
Boy, fuck Kobe.
Hold on. Hey, Elder, if Bill Russell had the top 6 guys in the league on his team, then how come that team wasn't dominating winning championships?
That's a lie. You boosted Elder. Elder boosted
we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
Boosted. He boosted them. He's top 6. Come on.
They were definitely not the top 6 players.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Because if that's the case, Jerry West
we know Elder Bias. He is a straight Laker fan.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Exactly. Like I'm not even mad at it though. I'm not even mad at it. I respect it.
His top 5 got all Lakers, dog.
Yeah,
exactly.
Top 5 got all Lakers.
We're not
you
doing
already
that.
know what Elder saying, bro.
Hey, panel.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Hey, panel.
Lamar.
Hey, panel. Hey, real quick. Hey, panel. Especially you, True King. Hey, you and Anti, you guys are better than me when it comes to Mac. That dude's an idiot. That's why from now on, I'm keeping my mouth shut whenever I hear him. I'm not responding.
I ain't gotta be said, but Lee though, everything Lee. But Lee, it gotta be said. Listen, man, like listen, man. I don't know why y'all be trying listen. Like you can't just sit there and say stuff like, "Oh, Kobe, he's better," because this is basically his whole argument. Oh, he's better because he's a better scoring defender. They ain't gonna make excuses. They make excuses on Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem. Come on, man.
When he said when you asked him about Bill Russell and he said Kobe's better, okay. How about this? If you want to say he was a better scorer, okay, fine, I'll give you that. But
that's facts. Exactly.
He's not a better rebounder. He's
not a defender. He's not even a better passer. He's not a better passer than Kobe. Right. If Bill Russell averaged 4.3 assists in his career, Kobe averaged 4.7.
Hold on.
If there's 4 categories in basketball, and I'm better than you in 3 of them, wouldn't it make sense to come to the conclusion that I'm a better player?
Exactly. Come on, man.
Yeah.
How I get cooked when he wasn't even trying to answer my questions, Michael? Please answer that. When I asked him questions, he wasn't even trying to answer. He danced around it. Come on, we're not doing that.
Hey, True the King, he was juking your questions better than me.
Exactly, we're not doing that. He wasn't going to because he already knew what I was going with.
That man was juking your questions like Barry Sanders.
Because here's the thing though. Here's the thing though, because he knew where I was going with. He said, "What's the number one aspect of winning?" He wasn't trying to go there.
Hey,
and like, come on, man.
Lamont, can we please? I know this is your channel, and you get the final say. Can you please block that idiot for life? Please.
Nah, he ain't that bad. He ain't that bad.
He's not that bad.
Hey, Lamont. I will send you $1,000 to the Cash App.
Here with the elder. That's the elder move.
Please, bro.
You won't send 1,000.
Lamont.
Hey, you sent 1,000. I got you.
All right. House in the million.
My God.
That's true. No, that's true, Elder. That's facts. That's facts, Elder. But I'm going on what Mac Def was saying. Like, come on, he's gonna kill his argument.
And the problem is, again, the whole thing, right?
Hold on.
Kobe,
This is what killed his own argument. See, this is what Elder just eat the Mac Def's whole argument because he was using this argument for Larry Bird. He says just because you're better in a specific area doesn't make you a better all-around player.
Exactly.
Right.
So, like, come on.
That ethers him on the Larry Bird topic. That's why I have Larry Bird over Kobe. But,
that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all can't pick and choose when it's convenient.
Hey, True to King. When he mentioned Reggie Miller, oh my God, I was gonna bring in Tim Legler because he has he was actually a better shooter.
I don't know.
He wasn't a better shooter. Here's the thing: Reggie Miller is a better shooter than Steve Kerr, but he's not a better 3-point shooter. It's a different.
That nigga said Kyle Korver was a standstill shooter. Nigga,
hey, hold on. They said, hey, everybody in chat said Mac Def was cooking, man.
First of all, y'all
they Kobe fans. They Kobe fans. They mad. They Kobe fans, dude.
Wait, hold on, panel. He was cooking.
Hold on. Let me see. Hey, y'all did put a 1 in the chat if Mac Def slightly redeemed himself from getting ether by Gold Mike.
Hey,
no, he did
not. He did.
Hold on, put a 1 in the chat if he recovered from the Gold Mike debacle.
He was cooking. He was cooking some hot trash. That was what he.
Look at Gold Mike gonna say.
Lee quit hating.
Everybody, he got something about Gold Mike. Hold on. This man Gold Mike son and Mac Def, but he had a good point. Get out of my face with that. Man.
Also, let's not forget this is the same dude who said Robert Horry was a Hall of Famer.
Exactly. And here's the thing, Mac Def. First of all, you already lost. You voted for yourself. Come on, dog. We're not even doing. You voted for yourself. Vote for yourself.
Hey, what was that?
Vote for yourself.
Hey, what was the other trash?
Lamont, why you won't let me talk?
He said, didn't he say a great offense beats a great defense? Didn't he say that?
That's what it cost him the debate against.
Don't do that. Don't do that because all y'all put on ones in the chat. I will cook y'all on this. I will cook the same way y'all was up here too. Don't do that. Please don't do that, man.
We're not doing that. Don't gas.
Don't do that. Majority of people that were doing ones, I will cook you on the debate. That's why don't do that. Please don't. Because I don't want to come out of retirement.
All you niggas
I don't want to come out of retirement.
Get on the panel, dog. Get on the panel.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta stop capping for that man, bro.
Hey, since he's the same idiot who loves the 90s so much, I hope we do a 90s debate one day. 80s, 90s.
Elder, the only one that can debate that even voting. That's the crazy thing about it.
Hey, I will cook that idiot so bad when it comes to the era debate. I've never debated anybody before. Lamar, I hope we have that one day. I'm sick of that dude. He's an idiot.
Elder is the best debater that's doing it. Like, come on, and that even voted. So, like,
true. Question for the panel. Question for the panel.
True. Muhammad said your feelings got hurt.
Your feelings got hurt. David, how feelings got hurt because I said anything facts. I said everything I said was the facts. It wasn't a lie.
Hey, is that Woody Allen in his profile picture?
Exactly. I'm not taking nobody serious.
Are we doing that? Are we really doing that?
Exactly. Yo.
Do that.
Come on, listen. All I gotta say is, listen. I don't respect it if it ain't on the panel, man. Like this. Like, let's keep it real. Like, if it ain't on the panel, man, I don't respect it, man.
Hey, Sean said.
Stop getting emotional.
Hey, Sean said this.
Lord Gamer, first of all, you got bedtime. You got school tomorrow. I don't know why you talking.
Hey, Sean said this to Rodman.
Celtics is trash.
Tell him tomorrow Sunday you ain't got no school.
My fault. Why you did that? I'll let that
slide. Hey, Sean said this to Rodman a few months back. Hey,
I mean, got Sunday school, man. Got church in the morning.
Every day when you wake up, you're supposed to get better. That idiot Mac Def gets worse every time he opens his mouth.
Let me debate league.
Hold on, but hey, if the chat we go off the chat for the votes. If the chat said he came through tonight, I gotta give him his props.
I mean, hey man, it is what it is. The people did what they did. I mean, I can say he did better. You mean he held his own, but like not even being biased though.
But he held his own trash. That's what he held.
And Lamont, let's not forget, people drink more on the weekends than they do during the week.
Who is that? Who is that? Lord Gamer?
Lord Gamer, man.
Lord Gamer, go ahead. I tried to give you the floor earlier, and you just got quiet. Go ahead.
I'm getting tired, capping.
Okay, tell us why we capping. Let's go.
The first thing wrong with your list is that you have Jordan number 1.
Okay, why is that wrong?
Okay.
Because Jordan not better than LeBron.
If you were listening, hold on, Lord Gamer. If you were listening, I said the only reason I didn't put him at number 1 is because I don't want to elevate LeBron to that one spot until he finishes his career. I said his trajectory as it stands right now, when he retires, he's going to be number 1 overall. I said as it stands right now. And I've been talked about this before on my channel. I don't like putting guys at that number 1 spot until they retire and their career's closed book. So ultimately, he will be number one. So we on the same page there. What's next?
Go, Mike. You gotta stop. You gotta chill out, Go, Mike. I don't know why, Go, Mike. You said something. I killed you.
You said what? Hold on.
You hating on Kobe.
How am I hating on Kobe?
You said Oscar Robertson better than Kobe and Larry Bird.
Yeah, I think Oscar Robertson had a better skill set. This right
now,
if you're talking offensively, if you're talking offensively, yeah, Kobe was a little bit more dynamic offensively, but you're talking about all around game. It's hard to match up to what Oscar Robertson can do, and he averaged more points than Kobe. He averaged 25.7. Kobe averaged 25. So he did all of that while scoring more points.
And just a reminder, in the 60s,
how's that hate?
In the 60s, Oscar Robertson for the decade averaged 29, 10, and 8.5 for the entire decade. His first 5
Oscar
years, if you take his first 5 years, he averaged a triple-double.
Hold on, Lord Gamer, just because you cannot shoot don't mean you can't be a great offensive player.
And he could shoot too. Oscar was shooting jump.
Yeah. Yes, he could. Baseline.
Oscar Robertson shot 0% from the 3-point range.
They didn't even have a 3-point line
back then.
Man, brother Amari, man.
Hold on, man. Hold on, Lord Gamer. That was such a bad take. You might have to go on that one, man.
Yeah. Go
you said he shot 0% for the 3-point line. He didn't even have a 3-point line.
Yeah, you were funny for that. You were funny for that, though.
Go play the game. Go play the game.
That man, yo, he like 10 years old. You can't tell me he ain't 10, yo.
Go play the game, Lord.
Hold on, Lord Gamer.
Yo, question for the panel.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yo, what was the best era? In terms of decade-wise, what was the best era of basketball?
The
2000s.
He said 2010,
2000s.
2000.
For me, I would say from like 2000 to like, I would say it can go all the way up to like 2015, up into the Warriors era.
That's too
much.
much.
Don't matter. It's a great stretch. It was a hell of a run.
15 years? You can't compare 15 years to 10 years.
Hell yeah. It was a hell of a run.
What? That's crazy. That's unfair. That's unfair, man.
For me, it's either the 80s or the 2000s.
But Lamont, why do you keep sneak dissing me?
How sneak diss you?
Oh my god!
I don't even know who you is.
How you sneak dissing when he's saying it right to you?
There we
I'm
go.
Lord Gamer.
No, hold on. You're not Lord Ninja.
Oh my god! You gotta stop letting these kids in here, Lamont.
Hold on. Well,
The Lord Ninja brother.
Oh my god, you're lying, man.
You gotta stop letting these kids in here, Lamont.
Hold on, Lord Gamer. Are you for real? Are you for real, Lord Gamer?
Nah, I'm just playing.
I'm about to say, man. I was about to make a special video for you. Just
what up, B?
Hey, finally somebody now.
B be coming out. B be coming out nowhere like Sting in the 90s.
A nigga worse than Macduff, bro. God damn.
What up, at time?
Fuck you.
What up, man?
What up, D? What's up, D?
What up,
Hey, you sound like Smoking Friday.
What up, B? B be coming out nowhere like Sting in WCW back in the day.
What's up, B?
with a baseball bat.
From the Raptors. Oh, shit.
Ain't it bad your bedtime, old ass nigga?
But Lamont, why you got Kobe over Curry?
Oh my god!
Hey, who is this young man? Who's this young man, bro?
Hey, Lamont, you know what to do.
Who is this young man?
Hey, who got their feelings hurt?
Nobody.
I don't know who got their feelings hurt.
That idiot.
Lamont, why do you have
They were
Kobe over
B. They were doing live capping B for Kobe. That's all it was.
For Kobe.
I was making. They were doing live cap for Kobe when I was speaking facts.
Hey, hold up, B.
That's how it be.
B's kind of more chords. Hey, B, where you got Kobe at all time?
I don't know, man. He like 11.
Okay, we on the same page.
I mean, when you stack his accolades up individually, he don't measure up.
They're trying to tell me.
That's why they said what they said on the screen.
Hey, Emmanuel Tafari, all LeBron needs to do to beat Catch Jordan is just keep playing. Because once he retires, he's going to be number one.
Hey, yo, Ghost, come on the panel and say, Ghost. A lot of y'all just talk. Come on, man.
Hey, Lamont, not according to Jordan fans.
Come on the panel, Ghost.
Yeah, that's good nostalgia. The only thing they got left to hold on to is Jordan. Everything else then got passed.
Let me talk. Lamont, let me talk.
I've been letting you talk, man. What's going on?
You ain't saying shit.
Say something valuable, please.
Hold on. So I'm gonna give you one more chance. If you don't say something valuable, I might have to boot you. Go ahead, Lord Gamer.
We're gonna boot that nigga, dog.
My argument is that Kobe being better than Oscar Robertson is that Kobe is better as an individual player without the accolades.
You gonna say something new though?
Kobe beats him in every accolade.
Okay.
So tell me, why do you have Oscar Robertson in your top 10?
I already told you this.
Hey man, this Goat Mike little brother or something. He sound like.
He said he Lord Ninja little brother.
Oh.
That explains it.
Oh my gosh, DNA. DNA. I'm trying to tell you.
Oh my god.
Why is your name Lord Gamer anyway? Why does everybody putting Lord in front of their name?
That's my Xbox gamer tag.
Oh my god.
Hold on, what you be playing, Lord Gamer?
2K.
And Halo.
Oh, that's why your thought process is all fucked up.
Oh shit.
That nigga said it like he happy, nigga. 2K.
That nigga be playing Super Smash Brothers.
I'm playing 2K, nigga.
I'm still cooking y'all.
Hey, Lord Gamer.
Lord Gamer.
Lord Gamer, thanks for coming in. No, I appreciate it.
Lord Gamer, you got a car bed, don't you?
No, I'm a millionaire.
No, you got to go.
He got to go.
He might be though.
Nah.
Lord Gamer, if you're a millionaire, hit my cash app. Help push this FYL Sports Community Basketball event.
Okay. That man give you $1 million V-Bucks.
They go give you some Disney dollars.
Hey, I'm just gonna step out here and say he probably wear pajamas with the feet in them.
Oh man!
No. He said that nigga be having on onesies. No. He says you got on a onesie, Lord Gamer.
Hey, when he sits on his bed, I bet it kicks his feet too.
Yo, man, that's wild, man.
Hey, nigga,
to the king. That's why the Celtics trash.
Hey,
okay, and like, what's your point? Like,
why they under 500?
He wait on his mother to bring him that hot chocolate.
No, Lord Gamer, Lord Gamer. Hold on, why you only got like one-liners? Every time you say something,
exactly, it don't even be good though.
You got so speak fluidly, man.
You ain't cooking nothing. You sushi. You a sushi bar. You, Mac Jeff, and all them people in the chat capping was a sushi bar. It was a sushi bar the whole night.
Hey, put that on a t-shirt.
To the king, your homie back in the chat, man.
Jared, change that profile pic. I be trying to tell you about that, man. Listen, change that profile pic.
Jared look like Godfrey.
Hey, you see that?
Hey, Bees, why you hating on Kobe?
Hold on, what'd you say, Bees?
He's saying the same shit over and over again.
You see that dude, Nat? He could drink peanut butter.
Jesus Christ. Hey, don't do it to him, man.
That sounds crazy.
Don't do it to him, bro.
What you say, young man?
Anti, you don't remember me?
No, I don't know you,
hey,
son.
You that little MMA guy that come.
Hold on.
No
this is
way.
A lie. Hold on. 617 bread. You said LeBron can't catch MJ in analytics.
He's right behind him.
That's a lie. He's right behind him in PER.
He's right behind him, man.
I mean, usage don't have that. Usage is not really a good analytics.
He can have your opinion. He can have your opinion, but he's right behind him, though.
Yeah, like he said, usage. Yeah, you would have been better saying value over replacement. But I don't even think Jordan is number one in value over replacement. I think Steve Nash has a higher value over replacement than Jordan.
Yeah, I think so.
So come on.
The only thing I want y'all to do is just put some respect on GOAT James.
You sound like Mike. You sound like GOAT Mike.
Disrespecting him, dog.
Yeah,
you go Mike, little brother. Man, I think you go Mike.
Yeah, go Mike. Definitely sent a spy in here.
Go Mike, little brother.
I don't mess with GOAT Mike.
That's GOAT Mike. That's GOAT Mike.
That's GOAT Mike burner.
That's GOAT Mike, man.
That's his burner. I'm serious. That don't even sound.
Go Mike, little brother, man.
He's trying to change his voice, but the words
Or
you
they
say
say
is the same.
he gonna be like he gonna be like anti.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Hey,
He
Lord
gonna
have
have
mercy.
he gonna have that lag out when he say something.
Hey, hold
That
on.
was Mac Def. Mac Def had that earlier. Hey, y'all heard Mac Def lag out? I was joking. Crying.
Hey, this will confirm it. Hey, Lord Gamer, spit a freestyle.
Oh Lord.
I'm over here cooking. I'm preheating the oven.
That's Lord the Shocker.
Hey, listen, hey, if you cook it, I guess I got salmonella then. Fuck out here.
That nigga cooking potted meat over there.
Potted meat. That nigga say cooking potted meat.
Word, don't know how he don't know.
To the king too.
You type of person don't clean chitlins. Just put them on.
Who eat chitlins?
Yeah, that's
Yo,
good, Mike.
what the fuck wrong with y'all, man?
Wait, hold on.
I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, man. Somebody
Hey.
want to come in the chat, man. I'm about to excommunicate Lord Gamer, man.
Hey, Lord Gamer,
Damn,
what
nigga,
grade?
goddamn.
Hey, Lord Gamer.
So salute Lord Gamer though, man.
Lord Gamer, what grade are you in?
Don't cap.
I'm not in school anymore.
That's cap. That's
All right. Hold on, man. We can't get.
That nigga doing online school, ain't you?
That don't count. That's what we talk. He still got a grade though, Beast, man. He still got.
I'm telling y'all, that's GOAT Mike, bro.
I'm 22.
All right, now you cap it, man.
He trying to
Nigga say
change
he's
his voice.
22.
Man said 22.
You can't even spell 22.
Oh man.
Hey,
Oh my God.
hey, Lord Gamer, when you were in school,
Savage, yeah.
hey, Ty, shut your channel down.
I'm just saying.
Hey, Lord Gamer, when you were in school, what was your GPA? Do you know?
We won't never know. We won't ever know.
Man, that's meant to the shallow realm.
Oh my God.
Salute, Lord Gamer. Thanks
Hey,
for
yo,
coming in, man.
Ghost, brother, Ali, whatever your name is, if you are still in there, come up on the panel.
Nah,
You doing
tell
all that
Cho Boy
talking.
to come in here.
Cho Boy, all y'all, you doing all that
hold on.
talking.
Mac
You won't
Def
come in the
came
panel.
back. Mac Def came back.
Oh no, we ain't got that. That's the one nigga I can't listen to.
Nah. Hey, Bees, I'm with you, man. I can't do it. Wait, hey, Lamont. The second he comes back in the panel, I'm out.
Hey, has Goat Mike been here?
Nah, not yet.
Nah, that nigga don't need to come in here.
No, because you kick him out now. Goat Mike showed up.
Nah, Mac Def in the batter's box right now.
Oh, you talking about in the
backstage,
chat?
huh?
All of a sudden, go Mike typing in the chat.
Oh, snap.
I will
Yeah,
cook
nah,
Lord
I
That
Gamer.
was little brother. That gotta be little brother. That gotta be go my little brother when he was
Told
racing.
y'all that's GOAT Mike, bro. He sounds just like him. He looks
No,
like
that was his little brother.
change his
Hey,
voice.
I'm back.
Who you saying I'm back?
Don't sound back like that. That sounds crazy.
What the fuck is
I'm
that?
back.
Hold on. You got feedback, man. Fix your equipment.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, man, you sound like you turned pickles into cucumbers, nigga.
I'm back.
Man, you can't
MJ
call
with the
yourself
4-5.
Boy,
Man,
shut your
listen.
channel down, trash ass
Listen,
nigga.
I don't know why. Listen, all them ones in the chat don't mean you won. Hey, fix your equipment.
He hurt. Hold on. Let me fix my mic. You hurt though.
I'm not hurt about nothing.
Just also, please remember, MJ with the 4-5 went home in the second round. So let's not do that.
Man, y'all crazy.
Truth father is back. That's hilarious.
Oh, Lee really left. Lee got up out
That's
of here.
hilarious.
Yeah, Lee wasn't messing around.
That's hilarious.
Lee really don't like that nigga, dog.
Whatever your name is, Muhammad, whatever, Ayo, like whatever, come on the panel if you feel that way.
This dude got Woody Allen as his.
That's what I'm saying. I can't
Dang,
take you serious, man. You a troll, man.
You know that dude married like a 13-year-old little girl, right? She
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
even
what I
that
mean.
old.
You a whole exactly. I didn't want to say it though, but I mean, it is what it is. He got
Mac
pedophile
Def.
on his profile.
Hold on, we got somebody new in the chat. Somebody else is echoing. It's not Mac Def. It's somebody else echoing.
It ain't me. We good?
Nah, it's not you, Mac Def.
No, Lamont, this is what got me kind of mad. And I'm gonna end it like this. You recognize how great Kobe is. You just put him at 11 to make me mad, dog. if you put him at like 15, 14, I'd be like, yo, that's cap.
Hold on,
But
man.
recognize
I
the
doubt
greatness
if
and
he
put him at
had
11 out of your top 10.
I doubt if
You know you hurt Kobe.
I doubt if he
Hold
had you in mind when he was making
Hold
that
on, Mac
list.
Duff. Mac
Oh
Duff.
hell no.
So because Kobe's 11, out of all the players,
You did that on purpose to make us mad.
No, but Mac Duff, I'm asking you a question. Out of all the players that played basketball in NBA history, all of them, thousands of players, because I got Kobe at 11, you disrespect.
Yeah, Kobe should be in everybody's top 5.
Because arguably,
He should not.
hold on, who's echoing like that? Hold on, let me fix this.
Is it me?
Let me find out. Yeah, it's definitely you.
You
gotta fix your equipment.
Hey, Mac Dev, click that link in the private chat. That's why I brought in the GOAT right there.
Oh.
Like Def got that 90s equipment. That's why you love the 90s so much.
Yeah, stop capping on 90s the best era.
Yeah, okay.
We're not doing that.
It's arguably the worst era.
You find the motherfucker, B.
Hold on, let me see what B's put in there right
Damn,
now.
I ain't going to put that's funny as motherfucker.
That's wrong right there. Hold on, I'm gonna put it on the screen.
Hey, did you see a turn so she didn't get called at the end?
She did that double take.
Man, Beyonce was on it, boy.
Yeah, LeBron wasn't at the wedding.
She was lightweight. Hard choosing. Hey, she was hard choosing.
Jay-Z what's going on? Jay-Z like, what's going on?
Jay-Z looked mad uncomfortable. That nigga look uncomfortable as fuck.
Look like his hands might be sweating.
Yeah, that's why he got him on his knees so he can wipe them up. That's crazy. She was choosing. She was campaigning.
Hey, you must be showing that video when LeBron did that turnaround and Jay-Z just looking at that nigga like, what the fuck is he on?
No,
he's looking at the one where Beyonce hard choosing.
Oh.
He says Kobe needs to be at least top 5. That's what they saying.
No, he don't. That's your list.
Facts. That's the chat. Respect the chat.
Man, fuck that chat because they capping right now.
I don't know why. Yeah, you don't get boosted in the chat. You still like wrong.
But Mac Duff, you never explained why Kobe was better than Wilt.
Because I got an echo. Hold on, let me fix my.
All right,
you always got an echo.
Hey, check
man, listen.
Check your AOL account. It's a way to fix
that. Man still got singular.
Hey,
that man still got singular for a line. That man got singular wireless.
But here's the thing, right, Lamont? It's 12 to 15 guys on the NBA team, right? So if you got Kobe at 11 or 12, that means if you're putting together an all-time team, Kobe's on your all-time team. So why we got to act like putting Kobe at 11 or 12 is disrespect?
Yeah, it's not.
It's not disrespect.
It's really not. I agree with that. I would have put Kareem ahead of Will.
So somebody made valid points. How he made valid points when I asked him questions, he didn't want to answer the question. So now we gonna act like they didn't happen? Come on, stop capping, Ghost. You got no profile pic anyway. That's a most. Come on, man.
You said Ghost? Who's Ghost? Starscream?
I'm doing the comment. I don't know what he is. Like,
yeah, see, that's what I said. Starscream. How is Kobe top 5? I don't know.
Exactly. People, we've been asking these questions and he can't explain it. Like how he got a point.
Hey, Lord Gamer came back, man. What's good, Lord Gamer?
Oh Lord have mercy.
Salute. I want to get my top 5.
Okay.
Who's your top 5? Man?
Number 1 is LeBron.
Okay.
Salute. Yeah.
Number 2 is Steph Curry.
Man,
number 3 Number 4 is Kareem.
He young though, man.
And number 5 is Magic Johnson.
I fuck with it. That's cool. What's wrong with
I
that?
ain't mad. He young though. He like 10 and a half years old.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
There's something wrong with that list, bro.
He can't even buy cigarettes.
He's 10 and a half years old, man.
I didn't heard worse.
22.
I ain't gonna lie. I done heard worse from older people, so I can't trust.
I mean, you got people saying Robert Horry a Hall of Famer. So I guess I'm being emotional with people putting Robert Horry as the Hall of Famer.
Nah, Mac Def said that the Charlotte
exactly,
Hornets of the
they
90s was a great team. He said that was one of the best teams of all time. Was that
explain that, Ghost? If if we have our opinion being emotional, then what's Flame having somebody saying Rob Warrior Hall of Famer? Like, come on, man.
So you,
Right.
so you did your top 50 and got a lot of pushback.
I got a pushback when they heard Kobe was outside of the top 10.
Yeah, they about to throw it. They have a riot online.
And then I think there was some people they were asking why
This nigga
Ray
Big
Allen
just
wasn't
got me
in.
drunk. This man video check me, man.
Yeah, he just called me.
Good job. Got me drunk. So
Lamont, you think Russell Westbrook is better than Ray Allen?
Yes.
Did you even see Ray Allen play?
Is Paul Pierce better than Ray Allen?
I did see Ray Allen play.
Yeah, when he was with the Miami Heat.
You don't remember that, man. You was like
with the Supersonics.
Man, you was 5 years old when that happened.
Sean Kemp should be in the top 50.
No.
Come on, see this is what I be talking. See, this is what I be talking about, bro. We getting cooked by this.
We're not doing that.
That's 90s bias.
We getting cooked by this.
I'm playing with y'all, dog.
Now you were dead serious. Now you were dead serious.
I think you were just gauging to see how far you can get with it.
Nah, you was dead. You was dead serious about that.
Nah, I was playing with y'all.
That man think Sean Kemp top 5 power forward of all time.
Oh well, y'all was crazy, man. We about to shut it down now.
Rick Barry,
Rick Barry was he was in my top 50.
God dang, Mac Def.
Sound like the end of a mixtape.
God,
yeah, Mac Def, man.
I told y'all, man, he worked at Dave & Buster's, man. That nigga be taking cigarette breaks and jumping back online and shit.
Word, man. He had that work Wi-Fi.
Why is James Harden in your top 50?
Oh, you said who?
He said James Harden. Why James Harden
in your top 50?
No, he already explained it.
Because he hasn't done nothing that's top 50 worthy.
Is Reggie Miller in your top 50?
No.
Hell nah.
You only asked me because you know the answer.
You got Paul Pierce's top 50.
No, I'm gonna tell you that
more than Russell Westbrook though.
I already explained this already. But you got guys like Paul Reason. I think he deserved to get top 50.
Yeah.
Even though he might get bumped out. I mean, you got a lot of guys who just deserve that. Really 40, anybody in the 40s, that's like honorable mention because you know they're not going to be there long. When new guys retire, they're going to be the first to get bumped out.
And Lamont, you had Bob Pettit in your top 50, right?
I think so, yeah. I think I had Bob Pettit.
He did. Okay. I heard him.
Why do you have Bob Pettit that high?
You don't know nothing about Bob Pettit.
That's what I'm saying. You don't even know who Bob Pettit is.
Bob Pettit was a two-time MVP, a one-time champion.
Okay, so there you go.
Pettit
You
was the
explained
first ever MVP.
Okay, so you just explained it then.
But he was 6'10", shooting 43% from the field.
So?
That was high back then.
Why was Wilt shooting so high from the field then?
Yeah, that's why Wilt was so high.
That's why Wilt's in the top 5.
One of the best ever. Period. Top 5, definitely.
George Mikan was in the top 50. Yes.
Why do you have George Mikan top 50?
Because he's top 50 worthy. Why you keep asking me about everybody?
He's just trying to be defiant and he's trying to learn on the low. He's trying to act like he's not, but you learning on the low.
He's doing his Go Mike. He is Go Mike, little brother, man. That's Go Mike tendency, man, right there. That's a Go Mike tendency.
Oh, man.
He learned it,
you
man.
gotta be hold on. He gotta be Go Mike, little brother. Hold up. Go Mike is typing in the chat. Okay.
I'll cook anybody in here.
In what?
Hey, you got me on the Fortnite.
Hey.
And on that 2K that you say you play.
I'll kill you on 2K now. That 2K, I'll kill you on that 2K now.
You could beat us making Pop-Tarts.
Let me talk.
It's your floor.
I'll cook anybody in here to debate. Let me debate somebody.
All right, you can bait True the King.
Come on, man. I'm not debating no little kid. I'm sorry.
Your mother still wet her thumb when she wiped your nose off.
Hey, listen. I'm not doing that, man. I got standards, Lamont, man. I ain't debating no little kid, man.
I'm ready to do True the King like Boys in the Hood. Y'all want to see a dead body?
Come on. Hey, come on, Lamont, man.
That was funny, though. That was funny, though. That was a good one. That was a good one, though. That was a good one. She'll get cooked by a kid.
Oh my gosh!
Don't. I'm not even entertaining.
Hold on.
That.
Hey, Lord Gamer, do you want to debate Go Mike?
Oh, please no.
Let me debate Go Mike.
Oh no.
Ooh, Go Mike, he just called you out.
No,
Go Mike.
Lamont, please, Lamont, stop trolling. Lamont, you are.
Hey, I will drop out so Goat Mike can come in.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see if Go Mike comes in.
Hey, Sean, please don't.
No, I'm good. No, I'll drop out.
This
No,
is true catch this L. True, you catch this L. You done. You ain't cooking nothing.
You're drinking Lamont's Kool-Aid. This is
Go Mike. The roles are reversed. Now, Go Mike. If you lose to Lord Gamer, man, that's a tough loss for you, Go Mike. Even for you, that'll be a tough loss.
You back at the bottom, Go Mike. You lose to Go Mike. You back at the bottom.
Lamont Lane, why are you such a troll? You know,
give me an opponent. Give me an opponent, Lamont.
Lamont, please.
Give me your opponent.
Hey, look, Lamont. Lamont. I'll go to Ticket TV.
I'll be sitting at the bed.
That be a league. I thought that league gonna go Ticket TV talking about.
Hold on, Go Mike said he'll debate tomorrow. He can't debate. I think Go Mike. Go Mike at work.
It's about to be a mirror match. It's gonna be a mirror match if they debate.
I want to debate.
That's amazing. That's
hey, Lamont, I'm telling you, I'm going to Ticket TV if you keep this up. Stop
getting cooked.
I'm the host. I'm the host. I can't.
You got pedophile as your profile pic, yo. Cut it out, man. Like you're not doing that, man.
Let me debate True the King.
I'm not debating no kids, man. I got standards, man. Listen, first you gotta do a lot. Here, I'm be honest with you though, you really gotta do a lot to debate.
I'm gonna lay him on the ground.
All jokes out of the Lord Gamer, you really gotta do a lot. Like even try to get on my level.
Hold on, what you mean you gonna lay him on the ground?
Paul, that sounds crazy too. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy.
He gonna be on the ground dead.
Nah, that sounds crazy. Pause, youngin. You don't know where your parents at. Where your parents at?
He gonna be on the ground dead.
Where your parents at, man? Pause, man.
Oh man, yeah, that's crazy.
That sounds crazy.
That shit sounds ill.
Hey, Lamont.
Let me debate Liv.
Hey, man,
Lamont.
you gonna have to pay. You gonna have to get You gonna have to give Lamont a cash app, and you gotta wait in the chat.
Yeah. Hey, Lamont. Being serious, do you see any potential trades these next few weeks happening in the NBA? Anything major?
I mean, there's potential for it. It just depends on if people are willing to pull the trigger. That's all. I mean, you got Kyle Lowry could get moved, but the way they've been playing lately, I don't know if they'll do that. That like things can change in such a like everybody was talking Lonzo Ball getting traded, and then he runs off a stretch of 20 games where he's playing unbelievable. So now the likelihood of him getting traded is even less than it was before. So it can blow with the wind. All this stuff.
That man Mac Def said in the private chat his phone Cap City. Yeah, I ain't surprised, Nick.
He's Cap City. Forget him. But anyways, that dude's an idiot.
What are y'all thoughts on Zion?
He's a problem.
He's been playing really good, man.
All-Star this year.
He real efficient. He real efficient. I'll give him that. I mean, he know where he can be effective.
That new offense
They got him as the main ball handler for pick and rolls now. That shit is scary.
Yeah.
And managing to stay healthy, which is most important.
Stan Van Gundy is really good at putting players in positions where they can succeed. Like, even though it might not, like to fans, it might not initially look at it because a lot of people were mad at him for taking Lonzo off ball, but it's actually done wonders for his game, putting him off ball, putting him at the 2, and letting Bledsoe run the point. So,
the thing about that is you can't compromise on something like Zion, the best player. So you got to make sure he's more comfortable before anybody else. So I mean,
hey Lamont, do you think Kristaps Porzingis is going to get moved? I don't think so.
Moved to where? Like that. Nobody wants that contract.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm just saying that there's.
No, I don't know. I beg to differ. I think it's a lot of teams that would love to have him.
That contract is bad. That contract is bad.
Hey, to the King. What is Danny Ainge gonna do?
The funny thing is he said he got there are potential moves that he can make like right now, like he's saying, but like I don't know.
So Lamont, you think Draymond is a Hall of Famer?
You said who?
He asked
Lamont. Do you think Draymond is a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
All right, y'all. I'm out.
I want to debate
damn.
me versus Lee. Whoever loses shuts they channel down.
Nah, Lee will cook. Lee will cook in the debate. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, Lee pretty solid, man. You gotta come with some
Lee
real
just
facts
runs his
against him.
mouth.
I ain't gonna hold you though,
Let
Mac
me
Def.
debate Mac Def.
You an undercard debater, man. I ain't gonna keep holding you.
Yeah. Hey, that's a debate. Them two, Mac Def and Young and that.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
Come on, dog. No, look, I want to say this to Lamont's 50, right? In the 1960s, the top 5 players was Oscar Robertson, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, Will Chamberlain, and Bill Russell. You got Oscar Robertson that high on your list and had a Elgin when I think Elgin was better.
I mean, again, my thing was when I'm talking about over a stretch period of time, like just like Sean said about
that triple double
about Oscar
But
Robertson.
Elgin's averaging 27 and 13 for
over a
his
10-year
career.
period. He was averaging a 29-point triple double for his career. He's averaging a triple double. I mean, he he put up some unbelievable numbers. He did some stuff that again it's really really hard to do.
Yeah, that man got awards named after him, man. Like like I don't know. I mean, he ain't way better. I don't want to say he's way better than Elgin Baylor, but you can say he's better.
Mac Def,
I mean,
where would you
they're all
rank?
top 20. Top 20 is all really good players.
Mac Def, you said you had Kobe. Where was Kobe ranked on your top 10?
Number two.
Number 2. Oh.
That's
Damn.
a fanboy. That's just being a fanboy.
Yeah.
That's not real basketball.
Yeah, no.
Damn, number 2.
He had no argument for it. He been just dancing questions all night. Man,
Yeah, I was
chop,
hearing
chop,
bits and pieces
slide.
of the debate. I thought he did better than what he did against Mike.
I mean, he did. I'm gonna give him that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
Mike
definitely did better.
He didn't get knocked
He
out.
did
He didn't
better,
get knocked
like-
out this time. He didn't get
Nah,
knocked
but
out
Mike,
this time.
Mike gonna file him on his taxes when he get his returns back this year. Gonna file you on there. He gonna file you on there, and Joe Bond gonna be on there too. He gonna have head of household over y'all. Mac Def.
God damn.
I won the debate, bro.
You didn't win. You didn't win the Mike debate.
Versus Gold Mike. I had the most dubs, but y'all called it a tie, and we had to go an extra one. That was the worst decision since Pernell Whitaker versus Chavez.
No, the worst decision was when you said the worst decision was when you said the offense is better. That was the
You
worst.
be chatting a lot though, Mac. Though.
Yeah. I mean, truth be told, you should have shut your channel down after that Robert Horry thing. But, you know.
Exactly. Like you be
Hey, Lamont.
you be wrong a lot, man.
Hey, Lamont. Big Chest got something to say.
What do you got to say?
Nigga, what the fuck are y'all doing in this mud, bruh? Okay, Lamont, I agree with everything you said, but I got a formal announcement I want to make to everybody in the FYF gang. Salute to y'all. God bless y'all. Hope y'all staying safe. Lamont Lane, LaBatman Lane, Lamont Rayshawn Lane, I officially challenge you to a game of one-on-one to 15, 12, 21, 36. I don't care. Don't know where it's gonna be. I'll save up money to fly out to Phoenix if I have to. But I officially challenge you to one-on-one, and I won't be creating no fake storylines like Go Mike will. I am the diligent, vigilant, conscientious, sagacious, analytical, methodical individual known as the best debater that you got that nobody really knows. Anyways, I'm gonna head out. You stay blessed and everything. Thank you, CA3, for putting me on and everything. Lord Gamer, you need to shut your prepubescent looking ass up.
Lamont. Go, Mike.
Hey, yo, that man, Big Chat become wrestling promos, man. He come out.
That nigga Big Chest work at Chick-fil-A.
Lamont, I want to debate Go Mike.
Why?
That's a heavyweight. That's a heavyweight fight.
Smart.
That's a cruiserweight championship match. WCW.
Am I the only one that thinks that nigga sounds like Joe Mike that just talked?
That's his little brother, man.
Yeah, no, I'm telling y'all, this him, man. This him.
Nah, this is little brother. That when they were racing.
This not Gold Mike. Look me up. I'm a millionaire.
The same shit Go Mike said. That's the same
I type
shit.
in Lord Gamer, you don't pop up.
Oh God!
All right, there you go, right there.
Go Mike.
Pick a debate.
Yeah.
Pick a debate.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Oh my God!
This shit about to be a Special Olympics.
Y'all finna see
Hey, yo. Chill. That man like 10 years old. Chill. He like 10. Dude, like 10 years old over there, man. Chill, man.
All right, my bad. I apologize, my nigga. All right, get your debate on. What you want to debate him on, Lord?
Go Mike.
Lord
Go
Game?
Mike. Go Mike. See, Go Mike. No good and well. He's not supposed to be coming in the live panel. He at work. He trying to find the right place to cut the
That
mic.
man about to do a debate in the freezer.
look, he hopped out. He hopped out the chat. He already told me he's at work today. I know he's not supposed to be
Everybody's
coming
scared
in.
to debate me because they know I'm gonna cook them.
I ain't gonna hold. I'm not. I got standards, man. I don't know. Like I got standards, man. I ain't debating no kid, man.
I can speak Spanish too.
Okay.
How old are you, bro? Lord Game. How old are you, bro?
I'm 22.
Nigga, you not no 22, nigga. Stop it.
Go Mike. You fix your stuff, man.
Hey, Lord
Nigga.
Gamer.
You not no motherfucking 22.
Hey, Lord Gamer. Tu madre es un mierda cabeza.
Check
What
my
the fuck was that?
credentials.
Hold on. He just said something to you in Spanish.
What did he say? What did he say? Lord Gamer.
Tell him to repeat. I couldn't hear him right.
That's all right. You can rewind.
Well, then why did you start speaking back if you didn't hear him then? Never mind, man.
He said "Mi casa, su casa."
Right.
Hey,
I thought he was about to start.
Hey, Lord Ninja, bro. If you 22, nigga, I'm 30, nigga.
Oh man.
Look me up there.
Hey, okay, I got my computer. What you want me to type in?
Look up Nazir Morgan.
Special
You put your whole government out here? Come on, man. Where your parents at, man?
No. Hey, spell it.
You out of pocket, man.
Nasir and Morgan.
N-A what now? Say that again.
S-I-R Morgan.
I saw JP Morgan.
Look, that nigga on I found this nigga. You not know damn 22, nigga.
Yeah, I'm looking at him now. He got an eraser head.
Yo, you fun as a motherfucker. Yo, get out of here, man. You child pocket, man.
Oh my god. Look at this shit, bro.
All that came up was some Facebook shit.
Look at this
You out of
nigga,
pocket. Why you put your stuff? Hold on. Why you
Look
put
like
your stuff
Bobby
on here like
Smurda.
that, man?
Hold on. Hey, Nasir really be hooping though. Hey, hold on. Nasir really be out there hoop? Do you hoop, Nasir? Is that you or that somebody else, man?
Yep, I'm 6'2".
You lie like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you not 22, nigga, bro. Stop it.
I'm
in
a
high
great
school.
defensive player.
And me, you suck.
Oh man.
How you get on that rim?
I'll lock anybody down.
How'd you get on that rim?
You got a stool under that motherfucker. That's how you got up there.
Where you live? Hey, where you live?
I'm like Gary Payton.
Where you
All
live?
right, man. That man, hey, yo, one-liners is horrible, man. Hey, yo, go, Mike. You there? Go, Mike, man.
I said, where you live?
I live in Texas.
Well, they say
Oh,
Atlantic
snap.
City, nigga.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. It looked like you in Atlantic City on this one.
My real address.
Huh?
Don't put your address out here.
That's
Don't
not my
do that,
real
man.
name.
So you got us looking at some
Why would I give
miscellaneous
y'all my
little
real
kid
name?
on the
Why would I give
internet.
you my real name?
All right, I'm done with you, bro.
Moving on.
You didn't use the.
You pose like this, nigga. You 22. You pose like this, nigga.
You out of pocket. Yo, go Mike, you there, man? You better not be in that. You better not like yourself. You better not like yourself in the freezer, man. You out of pocket, man.
Go Mike accidentally fucked himself up.
Hold on, you is?
It's cold motherfucker in that freezer.
Oh man! All right,
You
heard me, Lamar. Philly lose the Cleveland.
You said you like Gary Payton. I got you.
You said like 5 times. He definitely is Goat Mike.
Oh man! All right, man. We Goat Mike. He can't get his equipment figured out. So
we going to get his ass to work. Hold on, fam. That nigga said earlier, dog. That's why we talking about this dude be capped. This nigga said earlier, a subscriber paid him $5,000 so he won't play Hitman.
He was trolling.
I'm like, what the fuck?
He trolling. He was saying I was just playing. Hitman was hot. He got Hitman hot.
Hitman didn't like that. Hold on, Big Jeff, why you put that little young picture up of you on your profile, man?
JROTC picture, man.
that nigga, nigga. What's up with that nigga head, bro?
I finished as a cadet staff sergeant, so you can't be talking about that, man.
Man, I'm in the army. What are you talking about, man? I ain't gonna talk to me like that.
Hey, I know you in the army, bro, but I know my stuff, man. They may do shoot. I know about carrying a 50-pound rucksack, 100-pound rucksack. I know about that stuff.
Yeah, you know about that. Okay.
Big Chase, you want to debate somebody?
No, I just came to say hi. I can debate tomorrow. I don't even think I'll win tonight because what y'all was debating, bro. I'll get.
You be acting like you be having like 50 debates on here, though, Big Chest.
And I don't claim to be a basketball savant. I'm a football savant. So
what is Go Mike talking about?
True the King will eat through me. I think Bees will eat through me. I think Sean will eat through me. Khalil. Really, everybody on this channel because I'm just saying my basketball knowledge ain't all that. I'm kind of inept, disqualified, a little aloof at times, but
Hold on, what is Go Mike talking about?
Shit, my fucking shit just.
Go Mike, we let you on. I'm pissed off. I called. Y'all called me Lord.
Y'all called me Lord. Hey, no, it was just a joke, man. Why you
trolling? Hold on,
he
trolling. The man, he trolling, man. He trolling, man.
Why y'all keep sneak dissing?
Ain't nobody sneak this, and we said it on the panel.
No, it's like really.
Hold on.
Put this shit down, man.
Lord Gamer, man.
He got like certain sayings that he just repeat over.
Exactly. You got Sunday school. You got Sunday school tomorrow, Lord Gamer. Chill out, man.
Watch what he say next.
See? Yeah, you like one of them wind-up dolls. You just pull a string back, and you might get some random thought that every now and then.
That nigga, he like one of those automated voice messengers. Like,
Lord Gamer, y'all compare me to.
Send me some footage. Where's the link at?
Hey, yo, go Mike. Funny, y'all compare me to that bomb.
Stop.
You see me locking up, dude.
I will destroy that boy, yo.
I believe you can hoop. I ain't say you couldn't hoop.
My favorite part of the game is defense.
Right now, man.
Not at all. Can you lock Goat Mike up?
Yeah.
Yes, Go Mike like 5'6".
Oh shit.
You're not 5'6".
They said Go Mike like 6'2".
He look like he's 6'1", 6'2", dog. Nah, he look like he's 6'1" though on camera. I can't lie. He look like he's like 6 foot, 6'1".
Go Mike is 5'8".
Oh, Go Mike, Lord Gamer have no chance against me. Oh man.
Oh, bro.
Are you in Dallas, Lord Gamer?
Yep.
Oh shit.
He lying.
Yeah, he lying.
Bro,
Why would I be capping for?
Nah, so bro, like we was in Spain right
You
now.
know, Go Mike.
Big Chest, mute yourself, nigga. We don't want to hear your conversation.
I know Go Mike live.
Hold on, I was trying to listen to Big Chest.
21 and everything, bro. It was freaking good, bro.
Hold on, listen.
Big Chest is bugging.
What is he talking about?
Y'all gotta chill.
Big Chest look like he peeled potatoes in the army.
Yeah, they did you dirty with that body like that. Right, the body too. That John skinhead though. He got this off the. You can see the white meat.
Hey, all I heard was he said he just turned 21 and it felt so good.
Chill. Y'all gotta chill.
Hey, bro. What? Hey, Big Chest. What's up with that milk dud head, nigga? Damn.
Oh, he doing something right now. I don't know what he doing. Man.
Oh my god.
We gonna shut it. We gonna shut it down, man. We gonna shut it down, man.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, he do look like Reggie Miller.
Yeah, he do.
So Lamont, you telling me you never heard of me?
No, man, you are unknown. You a miscellaneous little
Yeah,
nigga.
man. Hey, I heard of you, nigga. I heard of you.
You heard me, Lamont? I live right next to
they call
Mike.
jacking off in the bathroom. Nigga.
He say like he
You know them little ass bugs. That's what
you heard me, Lamont?
Nah, I didn't hear you. What's good?
I live next to Goat Mike. I see him outside every day.
You live with Go Mike. You probably
that's how
Go my little brother, man.
Hold on. That sounds kind of silly. Talking about you see him outside every day, like. Whoa.
Yeah, they got a bunk bed. He sleep on the top, and Mike sleep on the bottom.
Oh my god.
Niggas got a Voltron bunk bed.
Nobody in here can guard him.
Oh,
right.
Man.
You right. Because the way you sound, your breath is kicking.
Bees, you sound like you 5'6".
Yeah, I am. I got 3 legs too, nigga. Now what?
Y'all fine.
What you want that?
Oh shit.
How much you weigh? 300 pounds?
Hey, I'm the wrong nigga in here for you to start up with. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
He sounds sneaky, like he be sneaking and watching his mother have sex and like little kinky shit like that.
Oh hell no!
Y'all gotta chill, man. Hey yo,
Yeah,
Go Mike, it's your people's.
I'm about to leave.
It's your people. It's your people's Go Mike.
I keep telling y'all I don't know Goat Mike.
You should stay next door to him.
Shut this shit down. Shut
I
this shit
live
down, bro.
next to him. I don't know him.
Shut this shit down, Lamont.
So if y'all know him, how you know you live next door to Goat Mike?
Everybody go home. Everybody go home.
Hey, cook his ass, Lord Gamer. Cook his ass,
What
Lord.
I look like
good
a
answer.
nigga named Lord Gamer to get me, boy. Fuck out of here.
I know where you live. I know where you live, Anti.
You don't know shit about me.
Oh shit.
You gonna be just like Goat Mike. Where you at, Anti? Where you at, Anti? Where you at? I'm looking for Anti. Anti.
Anti. You a 5'8" dude that weigh 190.
Boy, I'm 6'3". What the fuck you talking about?
This little nigga still
You
got
not
a sippy
6'3",
cup.
you not 6'3".
Hey, go get your sippy
right,
cup, man. Everybody about to keep listening to this.
Oh man.
Hey,
Lord
Lamont,
Gamer.
this is buffoonery here.
Yeah, I can kick Lord Gamer up out of
This
here.
nigga only know 2 heights, 5'6" and 5'8".
Hey, that's all he kept saying the whole time.
5'6" and 5'8". Like, God damn, you know any other heights, motherfucker?
Hey, bro, why y'all keep sneak this?
Yeah.
Well, he'll come out, but he'll come out nowhere though. He'll come out nowhere though with it. Like,
Y'all know he wear the sweaters that snap between the knees.
oh snap!
Hey, y'all, we gonna be back tomorrow with another live stream.
Nigga stupid, dog.
Other than that, man.
Yo ass, stop capping, Lamont. You ain't going live tomorrow, nigga.
Yes, I am.
Oh
my
Sunday, I go
what's your topic, Lamont?
I don't know yet, man. I gotta figure something out, man. We coming with something good.
You should put like, where do you really rank Kobe? Like, cause like people, it's like a lot of people like they don't.
I'm not trying to hear that conversation again.
I don't want to hear that shit, man.
Yeah, because then you get Mac Def gonna be smashing.
Well, yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
yo, top 10 at every position.
That's a long ass.
That's kind of boring. Yeah, that's kind of boring.
That'll take years.
And we'll get stuck on the shooting guard because you start putting Kobe at 1 or something.
Maybe you should do like a top 10 of the decades, like the top 10 80s, top 10 90s, 2000s.
That shit's so fucking funny, bro.
It just depends. We never know. I mean, it depends on how tomorrow goes. Some breaking news might hit, so it might switch everything up.
Yeah, that's true.
So we'll just see how it go. We'll come with something though.
Hey,
it might have to be LVZ. LVZ wants a 1v1 debate, so
with you
might have to get LVZ. Yeah.
Oh no! He didn't like that Kobe shit, did he?
Nah, the George. Nah, he said the Jordan. Bryant Jordan at #1.
No, I said I had Jordan at #1 conditionally, just simply by default because LeBron hasn't retired yet.
Hey,
the person that had the biggest problem, my bad, Bees. Person that had the biggest problem with it was actually Elder. Elder was in that bitch going crazy in the chat.
Yeah, but you can't count Elder, right? Elder disqualified himself.
Yeah, he's a Laker fan first and last.
Well, no, he disqualified. I heard him give his top 5 in here one day. He was like Magic, Michael.
Yeah, all along with Lakers.
Kobe.
Besides Michael.
He said Kobe because he could play the 3. No, if you going by position, Kobe played the 2.
Yeah.
You can't put Kobe at the 3.
Get down.
Who was that? Anton?
No, Big Salmon. He beating his kids.
Oh, Solomon.
Motherfucker CPS gonna get your ass.
That was that nigga's cat jumped in his bowl of cereal.
Hey, what's going on, man? Are you still mad at me, dog?
Nah, nigga, what you talking about? Never mad at your punk ass.
You crying and shit the other day.
Hey, Taj, I went into the chat for a second.
What chat?
LBZ. When he left here, I think he might be streaming still. He might be streaming.
Big Chest, what you want, bro? What you want, Big Chest?
He got me drinking, man.
I mean, he just came in here sounding like an automated voice message.
Hold on, man. Where Big Chest at?
I mean, did he say something disrespectful?
No, I don't.
Put the bottle there.
Hold on. What's going on right now?
I don't know, man. That's CA3 talking on the phone to Big Chest.
Hey, I do got a question. Do you think Doc Rivers is wrong?
What?
He said, ain't this Kobe logo shit. He said, now you don't change no logo just because somebody wants to change. Ain't no
technically he ain't lying.
Sir, the thing is, here's another. I use the same logic. Would everybody be calling for Kobe to be the logo if he didn't pass away?
No.
Exactly.
So like I said, let's just y'all get all caught up in y'all emotions. It's a sad, unfortunate thing what happened. But let's stop because again, the only people that really spend their time doing all this extra stuff for Kobe, these are the people that was hating on him when he was playing. They trying to make up for it now.
Right.
Because they feel trash about it.
And plus, if you put him on a logo, they won't technically say it's him anyway, and nobody's going to benefit from it. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. You put him on a logo, then the Bryant family is going to be wanting dividends and kickbacks off of it.
Exactly. They're not going to allow somebody
that tomorrow. Actually,
they're not going to put a Kobe Bryant silhouette, and they're not going to get paid for it. I don't know why Jerry West let that rock, but
because the NBA never comes out and officially said it was Jerry West.
Right.
No, Jerry West hated it. To be honest with you.
But thing is though, Jerry West. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Jerry West, you know what? Let it rock. I mean, shoot.
If NBA came out and officially said it was Jerry West, then Jerry West will have a claim for them using his likeness.
But he can't use he can't sue at all if he wanted to.
Nah, unless they acknowledge it's actually him. It's just a silhouette. If they acknowledge it's him, then he can come get some bread.
Oh, they already trademarked. Okay, so
they trademarked it already.
Yeah, that's tough. So that's what I'm saying. They're not gonna give the Bryant family money if they put him in. That's what I mean.
But it's so much other stuff to it too. They're not.
Yeah. Sean made some really good points where he talked to somebody on your panel. It was either you or somebody where y'all talked about the merchandise and stuff like that already got that NBA brand logo on it.
Right. Yeah.
That would be billions behind and you know what I'm saying and revenue. I think it was probably Bees who was talking about it, but
was that there?
With the logo where at least $1 billion would be attributed to the NBA's loss in regards to changing that logo to Kobe Bryant.
Well, you got to think if they change the logo, they got to change all their merchandise.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then not to be funny, but you got to imagine the number of women rights groups and sexual assault groups that have come out And
oh my God,
the NBA is not trying to get involved with that.
Hey, and what do y'all think about them brothers calling Jeremy Lin Corona?
That's fucked up.
You know what? I'm surprised. I'm more surprised that Jeremy Lin will come out and speak on that publicly, because it's rare that you find a pro player going out public talking about what was said on the court.
Yeah, but he's been. I don't think he kind of been vocal about. I know he was. You talking about.
I'm gonna tell you right now. It's probably been worse stuff said to Jeremy Lin on the basketball.
Yeah, of course.
court.
That's what I'm saying. I think he documented that. He said that.
I don't know if he intentionally. I think he kind of dry snitched it out there. I don't think he was meaning to dry snitch it, but he did. And so I don't know. I think.
I don't know. I think part of the reason why he said it because of the time. It was a convenient time to say it. So I really don't know. I'm not.
He's trying to get back in that league.
I really don't.
This ain't gonna help him get in the league.
That's not gonna help him.
I think it's kind of a clout move. Like I don't get why you decided to say it at this point. I don't get it. Like it's a perfect time to say it. I thought the reason why he said it was because of convenience. That's why I think.
Who was he referring to?
He didn't mention him.
They're doing an investigation now, though, which that's kind of like that's gonna get crazy. That could get crazy.
Oh, they gonna get him. They gonna be out the league.
So he was saying,
depending who it is, though, because it's that G League, so it's like
somebody in the G League.
Man, everybody in the G League expendable.
Yeah, they are.
And unless you're a number one draft pick.
That's what I'm saying. Like, well, he on a Ignite team, so it couldn't be that. He's on a Ignite team, ain't he?
No, he's on the Warriors.
He's on the Warriors team.
Yeah. But no, it's been crazy stuff said on the court. Like if you sit courtside, you hear some stuff, you'd be like, man, I can't believe they said that. So
that's true. That's why I was just surprised he came out and talked about stuff that was said on the court. I was like, normally it ends on the court. You don't really hear about it.
Yeah, I think the only thing I remember when Kevin Garnett said what he said to Carmelo about Lala.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the Cheerio shit.
Yeah,
he called that Cheerios. Like that's way
no. Because remember when? But see, this reminds me of the time. I don't know who it was. What NBA player said that Charlie Villanueva looked like a cancer patient?
That was Garnett.
It was Kid Garnett.
So that's similar to that.
Kevin Garnett.
That was Kevin
Garnett.
Kevin Garnett said worse than Tim Duncan too. He said worse.
He said a joke.
Yeah, but he got a lot of backlash for the Charlotte because that's real sensitive topic.
Yeah, he said. I remember one time Joe Kino asked, "Yo, I wonder how he learned the moves." He was like, "Yo, get off my dick."
Hey, Lamont, what's the worst thing you ever said to somebody on the court? Trash talking. Or can you repeat it?
I don't think I have.
Lamont ain't no trash talker, dog.
Nah.
Yeah.
The worst thing. This is what I said before. I said something on the football field. My team played against a detention center, right? And I said something about at least we going home.
The only time,
worse than that.
The only time I started talking trash, and this shit backfired on me so bad. I can tell y'all this shit, man. I was guarding this man. I forgot his name. It was some Mexican dude on the other team. And he we was up like 20, maybe 25. They start making a little comeback, and I said something to him, and I'm like, look at the scoreboard, yeah. Next thing I know, these motherfuckers then came back. Then the last play of the fucking game, man. Last play of the game. This is in front of my girl too. She'll tell you too. This is bad. This motherfucker, he hit because this was a bigger Mexican. He was strong. He hit me with a cross. I forgot, but he hit me with a cross going to the middle. Then he gave me that little forearm with it. I was hit the ground. He didn't hit a step back three for game. I was like, oh
my God. I would have pointed at you and everything. He probably pointing at you.
That nigga did the Captain Morgan pose over your body.
Or he probably pointing at you and everything. He can't guard me.
Yeah, that was
you lost to Eduardo Nahara. That's who you lost to.
Damn near. I'm talking about this motherfucker started cooking. I'm talking about he started cooking for real. I said, oh shit, man. We bust their ass.
I would say
we blew them motherfuckers out the next time we play them.
I never really trash talk like that. Like I would say the worst thing I did was I said give me that shit to the bench. But when I knew I was about to steal the ball, I really called the steal right before I stole the ball. That's the worst thing I've done.
That motherfucker hit you.
So I did way worse than that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you none of my stories. I'm gonna just leave that
Yeah, I ain't
alone.
gonna say like you said. I ained gonna. I mean, I said stuff for him, but
Yeah, I mean,
I am the king at pissing off motherfuckers.
yeah, no, I was never that dude, but I did tell this dude one time I was gonna make his girl mad. She chose him.
I said something similar to that. I said something similar. I told this one dude I was gonna sleep with his girl on his side of the bed. He was sorry. I'm ignorant though, so I say little ignorant shit like that.
Oh my god!
You said that shit for real, bro?
Yeah, I swear to God, I told him that. I was like, nigga, I'll sleep with your girl on your side of the bed, nigga.
I would have told you that's cool. Just leave $100 when you go out the back door.
that nigga B stay saying the same shit.
Yeah, Bees want that cash.
Yeah, you gonna come up and lay on my bed, nigga? You gonna pay?
First of all, ain't that nigga laying in my bed. You laying in my bed, nigga. You gonna be in a body bag. By the time I get to that motherfucker, you got me fucked up, nigga, laying in my bed. You want fuck that hoe? You better fuck that hoe on the floor. Fuck you talking about in my bed, nigga.
Whoa,
I'm gonna kill you and that bitch.
He going crazy.
I'm gonna kill you and that bitch, nigga.
That man, anti got triggered, man. Something like happened.
I'm just saying. You fucking somebody in my bed. You got me fucked up,
That's
boy.
why nigga spread his buck cheeks and rub across anti-bed.
Last time I checked, nigga, I stay alone, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Last time I checked, nigga.
Hey, nah, I asked this one dude. I said, "Where you get them shoes from?" He's about, "I got them from your girl." I said, "Check your drawers. That ain't all you got from them."
Oh man.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, trash talking, man. You gotta learn. I mean, hey, man, it's a fine line, man.
I ain't never been the type of nigga to trash talk. I like to
I trash talk, but I ain't really go like super personal. I may call somebody out their name though, but that's it. I mean, I ain't.
I swing on niggas too hard. Like I swing.
I be laughing. I really just be laughing at people though. That's what I be doing. I really just.
You 30 years old, Anti?
I'm 31, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Talking about swinging on somebody.
I always been like that, nigga. From you. You can talk shit to me, nigga. Nigga, I will spur off on your ass in a heartbeat, nigga.
Oh, you one of those?
That man got ejected 30 times.
I don't do no talking.
That man got ejected 30 times in his school career.
I tell you like this, Anti. Everything
I don't do no talking at all.
I just tell you everything I want to say to you, niggas, in a book.
Oh, Jesus Christ. As you can say, you want to have something from an N-word, put it in the book. That's disrespectful, man.
I'm just fucking with him. Hey.
Whenever you in Dallas, B, just let me know. Whenever you in Dallas, just let me know.
If I ever come to Dallas again,
just let me know.
I will look you up, nigga. I'm gonna come.
First of all, you ain't even gotta look me up, nigga. I will come get you from the airport.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Hold on. Is anybody here in Vegas? I'll be in Vegas next week.
Nah.
Hey, Lamar, you know what, Lamar? I didn't always travel before, dog. How is it in Vegas? I've never been. How is it? Is it expensive? Is it expensive, though? Is it expensive?
No, it's cheap.
Especially
it's actually
now,
cheap.
You go now, it'll be real cheap.
Bro.
It'll be real cheap.
Yeah, I'm getting a luxury suite for, I think my girl got it for like $100.
Nigga, you rich. Shut up.
No, I'm not, man.
Nigga, you rich.
Yeah, no, you're right though. Like you look online,
like
you look on like some of them, like the Excalibur and all them hotels, like that shit ain't nothing but like $120. Some of them is under $100.
Yeah, you
can get a night or for
a night for like a luxury suite, like at the Excalibur.
We got a luxury suite.
At the El Venetian. Go to the El Venetian. That's another dope one.
The way to do it is connect your flight with the hotel, you get even more discounts.
Yep.
For real?
The Vegas whole thing is get you there, right? So they're not gonna make the hotels and all that stuff crazy.
Right. Yeah, they're gonna get your money in the casino.
You can stay at Excalibur for like $35 a night, dude.
Yeah, the Excalibur is, and that's a nice ass hotel too. That's one of the better ones. The Luxor is real nice. Like they got some dope ones down there, bro.
Nah, the one that I liked the most was Bellagio. Was the nicest.
The Bellagio, yeah.
Lamar, you shouldn't go to Vegas, bro. You about to lose hell money over there, boy.
No, I'm not.
Nah,
you sound like you the gambling type, nigga. Shut up.
I don't lose what I can't, but I be winning a lot of times. I be cracking their ass too.
Yeah, Anti, you go there, you won't leave.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
leave,
off the
dog. I
chain.
gotta come back to Dallas, bro.
It's off the chain though. Your first time going, make sure you go with like maybe you and like another homeboy or something. Y'all go see some crazy shit, man. Don't go out there with no woman though, unless y'all like committed and everything.
Hey, don't stay
I
no
ain't
longer
bringing.
than and don't stay no
I ain't
longer.
gonna lie though. I was out there. I saw a whole bunch of ugly females. I ain't
3
gonna lie.
days, dog. That's about all you got in you for that place. 3 days.
I'm not lying. I'm dead ass.
Hold on, why you say that? Why you say that, B?
Cause after 3 days, nigga, you ready to get the fuck up out of there.
Yes, you be
Why
right.
though? Like, cause what, you losing money or what? 'Cause I
No,
ain't gonna
because
do
you
no
ain't gonna
gambling.
sleep that much, but it's just,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
ain't gonna sleep.
That is facts.
you
That
just
is
gonna be
facts.
walking. Hey man, that shit is nigga, you be putting in some steps.
Now, I'm going to see my grandma.
I mean, hold up, you can't drive a car nowhere?
Hell no.
You get there walking faster than driving.
Yeah, you'll walk. You'll have to walk. I mean, you can rent a car to like let's say you get a hotel room that got like a kitchen in it or something, so you can drive to like the grocery store. But like honestly, you really don't need to do all that. Like, because everything is on that Vegas Strip. Like literally everything you need is there.
Yeah,
and I'm talking about outside
Literally.
of like regular shit, like drugs, prostitutes, like whatever you looking for is gonna be on that strip. It's gonna be
Looking
right
for no
there.
prostitute.
I
I'm
got
just giving you an
entanglement.
example.
Looking for no prostitute, dog.
Nigga, big chest on the pocket, man.
Hey,
This nigga talking about some entanglements.
I got entanglement. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know,
Listen,
big chest.
Last time I was there, I was walking across from the MGM to New York.
Yeah.
And there was this bum on the ground. This motherfucker had a sign on. He was asking for money. He said, "I don't need no food or no alcohol. I just want to get some pussy."
Ah, damn.
Hey,
Was
you gonna
dead
get all kind of
serious.
shit down there, dog.
That's
Yeah, it's
funny,
it's
motherfucker.
crazy.
I don't want no food. No.
He said, "I don't want food, no alcohol. He just trying to get some pussy tonight." I dropped the 20. Here you go, little man.
Well, hold up, $20 go get you some pussy out there?
I just dropped him 20.
Damn.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's half for 40, man.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, and you ain't got to look for it. They gonna come up to you. So
Yeah,
you
they
ain't
gonna
gotta
come
look
right
for
up
it.
to you because they gonna know you ain't from out there. Just how you look around, and they gonna be like, "Oh, we got us one." They gonna go right over there to you.
You want like what? Fuck you mean?
Shit, we got us a tourist. We got us a
I'm
whole
telling you,
tourist
they
coming
know.
through this bitch.
They know. They be driving
know.
business cars and everything. They know.
Yeah, Vegas
All right,
cool,
y'all.
man.
Hey, y'all, we gonna be back live tomorrow evening. I'm gonna let y'all, but we gonna shut it down for the night, man. Salute to everybody that hopped in today, man. It was a good conversation.
Go ahead and eat you some ass.
Oh man,
Oh, this is time with this shit.
Y'all gonna get the game
oh,
off?
oh man.
Hold on, what'd you say? What'd you say, B?
The game, y'all. How the game looking?
The community game. Yeah, I mean, we still haven't hit the donation goal yet. So as far as reserving the venue, that's still in the air. They gave us an extension on reserving the venue, but they said after March, I think it's like 15th, the price is just gonna go up unless somebody else rents it out. So we just gotta get to that donation goal so we can get it matched.
Hey, anti, bro. Ralph Lauren said you getting bussy in Vegas.
What the fuck is bussy? What the fuck is that?
Oh wow, no,
We're not doing that.
Shut it down, Lamont. Shut it down.
We're not doing that.
What the fuck is that?
Shut it down.
We're not doing that.
Bussy. What the fuck is that?
That's some boy
man booty.
Hell no. Oh, hell no. Hey, shut it down, Lamont.
Yeah, shut it
Shut
down.
this shit down. Yeah, shut this
down.
down.
Hold on. Anti, you're not
I wish you
interested
would
in
play
it?
with me. I wish you would play with me, Lamont. I wish you would play with me, nigga. I know where you stay at too. I know where
Please
you
Johnson,
stay at, nigga. I
man.
wish you would play with me, nigga.
Anti Johnson.
You would play with me, nigga. I know where you stay at. I wish you would play with me.
Hey, we're gonna become anti-Jenner.
That's disrespectful.
Go
Mike, about to make a video now, man.
Hey, you really went to Vegas and did the Dwight Howard challenge?
Like, I'd been to
You ain't tried it yet?
I'd have been
You
to
ain't tried it
Dubai.
yet?
I'd have been to a bunch of places, bro. What you mean? I haven't tried what, nigga? Fuck you talking about? Hey,
Yo,
Lamont,
this
stop
showing
playing
you.
with me, bro. I got your address, nigga.
No, Bees asked you. Bees asked you.
Yeah, this shit, it getting crazy, man. Y'all be saying a lot of Paul stuff lately,
Dwight Howard
man.
challenge.
You know that butt
Stop playing
pussy.
with me. Stop
yeah,
playing with me, bro.
Yeah, it's time to shut it down, man.
It's time to shut this
Y'all be
shit
saying a
down,
lot of
dog.
Paul's versus stuff we cast lives, man.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to do with what that mean, nigga. Fuck you talking about. You heard me? That's between you and whoever said that shit. Get off my phone, dog. I'ma holler at y'all niggas later. You niggas talking super kind of weird now, bro. You heard me?
Hey, that's Ralph Lauren, dog.
That's Ralph Lauren said that.
About that boy Usher. Hell, what the fuck is boy Usher? Nigga, what the fuck I ain't even never heard of that before.
This nigga said his favorite song is "This Rain and Men" is his favorite song. And shit.
Oh man! Ralph Lauren tried. Oh, look what Ralph Lauren said. He tried to come back inside.
How do I know what that means? You don't know what that means, bro. Come on, bro.
I ain't never heard it be called that.
You told some. Hold on. You told somebody you gonna be a huckleberry. What, Anti?
Whoa! Hey, Lamont, you bugging, man. You bugging.
First of all, nah. Nigga, that's off Tombstone, nigga. Fuck you mean?
Yeah.
Anti, you
came out with that gun, nigga talking about nigga. I be your huckleberry.
Yeah, he talking about Doc
That ain't
Holliday.
nothing gay, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing
He
gay,
talking about Doc
nigga.
Holiday. Ain't nothing gay.
Ralph Lauren tried to get you out of here.
Watch Tombstone, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Val Kilmer did a good job in that movie, though. That was one of my
He
favorites.
made that movie, man.
He came around that corner, thought he was about to see old boy. Nigga said, "I be your huckleberry."
Yeah, Ralph Lauren tried to get you out of there.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Challenge. That's insane.
Yo.
Hey, don't get flagged, man, because you know you got some.
You might want to stop talking about that, Lamar.
Alphabet community in
Here go Anti.
Shut this shit down, Lamar. Shut this shit down, Lamar.
The LMNOP folks always
man.
be careful.
Hey man,
right,
that alphabet community potent, bro.
All right, we out there. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow, man.
All right, y'all.
All right,
All I hear is yap, 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 yap. Ain't talking about nothing, right? Watch this. We gon' bring that pressure.
Just a little FYI, FYF. 20K sub 6 months. What's next? They been hating at first, now they calling us the best. Hit up YouTube, tell them cut the check. Just a FYI, FYF. 20K sub 6 months. What's next? Woo! Fuck your feelings. We all know who the real is. I be getting to it, ain't wasting no time. Walking straight in, we ain't waiting in line. Fuck your feelings, you don't care about mine. You a YouTube gangster, don't be yelling out slime. Or you talking LB, talking Ticket TV. Ain't nobody watching them, all the viewers be sleep. 5 years in, all your subs is your friends. Ticket TV, watch your cars again. Just a little FYI, FYF. 20K sub 6 months, what's next? They been hating at first, now they calling us the best. Hit up YouTube, tell them cut the check. Just a FYI, FYF. 20K sub 6 months, what's next? Woo! Fuck your feelings. We all know who the real, all know. Shop don't close, working 24, trying to make the channel grow. Look at them, pointing fingers, hating on the low. You can't compete with our podcast show. Couldn't make it in the league, so we got on TV. Crying by LeBron like a little baby. You must be crazy, trying to ever play me. Or you super tough until it's time to say cheese. Just a little FYI, FYF. 20K sub 6 months, what's next? They been hating at first, now they calling us the best. Hit up YouTube, tell them cut the check. Just a FYI, FYF. 20K sub 6 months, what's next? Woo! Fuck your feelings. We all know who the